Let's see here. See if we get a signal from Twitch. Should soon. All right, my eyes are bugging. Trying to wear the glasses.
There we go.
All right. Mine did not update. Let me look at here. Refresh it. Make sure that we are good, and we are disco. Hopefully, yes. Yep. Okay, there we go. Huzzah! We did it! Yay! We figured out stuff. All right, everybody, welcome back to another Dungeons & Dragons Wildemount 5th Edition campaign here on RSG. Saturday night, Dungeons & Dragons. We are here to play Dungeons & Dragons and have fun doing it. It's fun, damn it. It's a game. Have fun. It's here to have fun. And that's what we do. Have some role play, have some Dungeons & Dragons, bring you something fun to listen to for the next 3 or 4 hours. And that's what we do. Of course, I am the Dungeon Master and Potato Head in charge, Ranger J 1999. You all know me because all I do is stream no matter what. It's been a long week. I hope everyone's enjoying their Labor Day week. It's Labor Day weekend, right? I'm not mental. Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend. So
yeah, I think so.
Whatever that means. Yeah, you get a free day off.
I have Monday off.
Yeah. Yay! Huzzah!
I don't. It sucks.
Oh,
I get all next week off.
Hey, huzzah!
nice.
Poor Gara. She has to put up with
I
that.
hate you all.
But that's what we are here to do. Any other news and announcements? We should do D&D tomorrow, hopefully. I'm praying that everyone can show up, and we'll see if we can. But it'll be later tomorrow night, I believe. We'll be doing Dungeons & Dragons tomorrow night at later time. I'm going to try to get my GAC in maybe tomorrow. Definitely going to do some Conquest tomorrow, so I'll be streaming a little bit tomorrow later in the afternoon after I kill myself fixing stuff again. Oh boy. Let's see here. Yeah, the Stream Elements did lie. It says retro gaming tonight with Sir Loki. That's not right.
This is a retro game. It's just,
No, it's pretty new.
I thought that Loki was going to be playing the part of
I guess.
Alan.
Yeah, he's Loki's out somewhere having fun right now. He's celebrating. He's doing
Not
Loki.
Loki.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh my god.
It seems like he has the lamest life ever.
I know. Living with him in the harem, it's awful. So we'll let everybody introduce their characters. Then we'll do the introduction, the brand new introduction. I love it. And then we will get into the game. And we'll recap and take it from there. So we'll start from top and work our way down. We start with the lovely Christy.
I play Critty. I'm a half-elf bard.
That's right. Next up to her, we've got the... Why can't you ever just, put your normal name in there for folks, man? God, every goddamn time. All right, it's Togar Pants.
Do I not elicit rants?
No, you're an idiot. Just say who you are.
Togar Listinix, your Dragon Ball Bob.
Listen, folks, I'm just glad he did that part, because before I could even get that out of him, so that's horrible. It's much better. I'll take it. Also, we've got Grim the Mechanic.
Oh, I'm playing Drimzal, the party's Orc Cleric.
That's right. Next up, we've got Mr. Johnny Mo.
And it's Reed Tealeaf, a halfling rogue.
There you go. Next up, we've got the Kool-Aid Man, Fine Corinthian Leather.
I'm Hadalin, your Dwarven Eldritch Knight.
That's right. And last but not least, we've got the lovely Gara.
I am playing Arishula, and half Asimar, half elf paladin.
Yay!
Yes!
I think we're 3 for 3.
I don't know. I still kind of like the paddle.
No.
The Padalin, Padawan.
The paddling.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. And then, of course, Finn playing some Swedish chef guy. He'll be along here in a little bit. He said a few minutes late.
Yeah, he's in the middle of popping corn.
He's in the middle of popping corn. I guess being on time is just not that important. Popping corn. I can't make.
Well,
this
he's living up to being the Swedish chef's older cousin.
I was holding out hope
side.
for a second that was some sort of Floridian slang thing for driving or something.
No. Thank God for burping. So I think with that, I don't think there's any news or notes. We are looking good. So let's do the intro. Let's rock and roll and let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so I was made aware of a user, but I can't do anything because it looks like the account has been suspended or deactivated. So let me look here one more time.
What's wrong? We got a black screen.
I know I'm doing something here.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Badrongo, but it says account suspended or deactivated, so I can't do anything to it.
So somebody else already got it. Good.
Yeah, it's already been. How can it be in there if it's?
I don't even see it.
Well, I can see because it's a user thing. Users in chat. Hoss0312 is a bot. What is it? What did you call it?
It's an IP scraping bot. All the Hoss numeric digit ones.
Yeah, I can't
have
do
been
anything
discovered.
to it. Yeah, it says account suspended or deactivated, so I can't do anything to it.
Can't do anything bad then.
Yep. So there you go. Just making sure. Watching everything. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get some music playing, and then we will set the ambiance, the tone. That's a little loud. There we go. All right, when we last left, our fine-filled friends had completed their epic run through Sal's Vault. They had got the cure, but on their way out, some bad things happened as two giant zombie ice giants attacked the party. The party, through some luck, was able to battle their way and survive. Unfortunately, their guide, Orville, died. And so, having to use some creativity and a little bit of another favor called in from Reed Tealeaf, he was able to get his party back to Pelbake Village, where they were able to take the cure to the Jolly Dwarf, and there they were able to find Irvin and Fenton there, who looked like they were getting ready to come save them because they were gearing up and getting ready to go. And so they brought the cure, and they were able to get it to the kids, and that's where we left off. So I'm trying to mess with the music sound here. Hold on, it's a little loud in my ears. It's like, let me turn this down just a little bit, a wee bit. Oh, that's much better. Not that much better, or a little bit more down. There we go. I don't hear screaming in my ear like, ah. All right, you guys are in the Jolly Dwarf. You guys are, I just got in. You look ragged. You look beat up. You are stinky. You are frozen, but you were served ale immediately to everybody to warm up. The owner, Arl Bortok, you've met him before. He is a mountain dwarf. You've seen him before. He's the owner of this place, or co-owner, and he brings you guys all ale. And it's I'm trying to remember. It was later at night. Yeah.
Yeah, we arrived.
Yeah,
later in the evening.
Yeah, evening time. So he brings out some food for you guys. There wasn't a lot of people there tonight. You can see that the outskirts of Pelbank, there is a storm blowing. Even though it's like the end of August into September, mid-September in this world, roughly, it's starting to snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Just then, give me a second here. This thing is not cooperating with me today. Come on. All right. Elro comes in, the mayor, and he's like, "Is it true? You've got the cure."
Yeah, we managed to recover a fair number of doses.
All right. We need 5.
How many people?
We need
You have
5.
5? That's no problem. So I'll give him 5 of them.
Okay. He turns to assistant, who looks like she's one of his ranger comrades. Looks like she's part of the Glass Blades, and goes running off. And he's like, he sits down and he just wipes his forehead. He just holds up his hand, and you see, like a weight has been lifted off his shoulders, sort of thing.
So we've given away 7 now.
Yeah.
We're down to
2 for
11
the
of them
kids and
total.
5?
Down to 11 total.
Okay.
I had to take one. We traded one for passage to here, 2 for the kids. So
8. 9? No, you had 20, right?
yeah, we do.
We had 20. We're down to 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys are sitting there. You, of course, gave back the knife back to Fenton. And, yeah. So.
I'll look at the mayor and say, the 5 doses I just gave you, where are they going to?
The 5 people that are really the 5 that are sick right now. I don't know if this cure works on those that have already been completely made of ice, but
Well, there's only one real way to figure it out.
well, we can't do it right now. The weather's pretty bad.
Is anyone going out to Croker's Cave to give Hulu one?
I wasn't aware that there was someone in Croker's Cave that needed it.
All right, so I'll take that as a no. So we may have to go out there for that.
Indeed.
Well, it's probably better that we do it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
8
this
guards in
way,
the process, so
We can also then check on Critty's friend the frog. Make sure he's all right after that battle.
I wasn't aware that you've made friends with the frog.
Critty has a way with large, terrifying creatures where she gets along well with them.
Indeed. Irvin comes walking in. He's like, "Oh, they're doing so much better. Thank you guys so much." The kids are I think they're resting now.
that's good to hear.
That's good. That cure does seem to work rather rapidly. So
Yes, it seems instantaneous almost. So, very strange magic.
it's very old, very powerful.
Anybody want? You see him just go behind the bar, and he pours out. Looks like he's getting this really expensive brandy. He's like, "All right, I'm back here. Who wants whatever? It's on the house."
Speaking of old and powerful, I'm going to take one of those, please.
Sure. He comes over and pours you some. This is some fine elven brandy.
So I'll shoot it.
No. You don't shoot that. You sip it.
I will mistakenly shoot it so that I can ask for another, please.
He's like, okay, sip this one, because when you do it, it tastes great, but it burns your throat as it goes down there, Togar.
I thought it was my breath. Okay, I'll sip it.
Like you just enjoy it. It's a very you want to savor the taste. You don't just gulp it. This is not some.
So as delicately as a dragonborn can, I will try and slowly tip it into my mouth.
You do have lips. I mean, you're not that. All right. He's like, all right, who wants what? The bar's open for you guys tonight.
I'm already on my second pot of tea.
So you don't want something a little bit stronger?
No, I'm fine with
Drum raises his hand and says, "Yes, please."
All right. What for you, good sir?
Something better than this, really.
You don't like my brandy?
Oh, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it
I understand.
almost is
I
like drinking
understand.
water. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It is good though.
He just comes over and see this big, very Johnny Slate carrying it, and then you'd see Fenton just kind of smile and hold his cup up, and he pours some, and then you see Fenton just swig it down like it's nothing. He gives some to the mayor, and the mayor swigs it down like it's nothing. He comes over to you, Drum's like, "Here you go. This will knock your socks off."
I'll try it.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
This should be interesting. No, hold on a second. D&D Beyond is being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go click on the Constitution save, and it took me to Homebrew Collection.
D&D Beyond, you got your perfect warlock.
19.
Yeah, this stuff is definitely Dwarven Spirits. It is definitely hard brewed. This is really potent stuff. You're thinking that you are playing with the fates if you keep drinking this. It's really good, though. It's not got that aftertaste that Dwarven Spirits normally has. It gives you a little bit of a cotton mouth feel when you drink Dwarven Spirits because it's such a high grain alcohol. But this one has something extra. You can't quite figure out what it is, but it is delicious. You're like hit yourself in the chest a couple times, like, oh, that'll cure what ails you.
It's smooth.
It's a little watered down.
Oh, you can just leave the bottle right there. That's good stuff.
Okay, he starts laughing. Oh, we have a non-believer here, folks. Let's see what you can do. Pours you another one. Starts tapping his foot, looking at you.
Oh no! Oh no!
You just see Drom like,
Oh,
he's like, that was nothing, and just completely collapses against the table.
oh, thank you, Roll20. Hey, better to get the ones out of the way
You
right
guys,
now.
you don't see.
Hey,
this.
you know that's like the perfect time for a one with the story.
Yes, it is. But yeah, you just see Fenton he just goes over, he puts the bottle down, he goes in the back, he comes out with a blanket, and then just puts a blanket over Drop. Like, he's gonna get a really good night's rest, but have him come down the bar in the morning. We'll give him the cure, but he needs to learn his lesson that you don't mess with this stuff unless you've drinking it a long time. Anybody else? Looks at you, Hadlin. Would you like some?
Sure.
He pours you a bigger cup than everybody else. Like, try that. See what you think.
Try it.
It's delicious. You love it.
Good.
It's from
The brewmaster really knew what he was doing.
Well,
I like the.
Yeah, it's from Uthadern, and what's really special about it is that it's made with dwarves and elves. Special touch to it. I really like it. Fenton loves it. Like, I do love it. Why don't you bring me some more? Comes over, pours.
I'm gonna look at Hadlin. Hadlin, is it okay if I try some too? I know you don't want everyone drinking it, so I will ask you first.
Oh, you don't have to ask him. It's our stash. It's drinks in the house. You silly goose. And he comes over and pours you a big cup of it.
I'm so gonna be like looking at Hadlin for approval.
Seems good. You really thought you enjoyed the taste. You thought it was really good. And then you look at Drom, who's passed out drooling on himself.
I know. That this is why I asked Hadlin for approval. It's not because of the taste, it's because of the after.
I mean, if you want to challenge the dwarves, go for it. There it is. There's a nice big gulp for you.
Well, I mean, it seems like most of the party enjoys passing out and drooling. It's almost our second job.
I will take that as an okay, and I will take that.
Go for
it. Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Let me make sure my D&D Beyond is actually on. It's on a different computer here. Yeah, I think it's on. So, do this. Hopefully this works.
Yeah, it's As I previously stated, this has a little bit of flavor to it. You can't quite figure out what it is, but it's not that harshness, that really just, moonshine kind of flavor you've gotten before with drinking dwarven spirits. This actually has, you can't place it. You've never really had this kind. It's a weird mixture. You can't place it, but it's actually really good. But yeah, you pound your chest too a little bit because, oh yeah, put some hair. It's putting some hair on your chest there, Balloon.
That is definitely a good dwarven spirit there, Hadlin. I'm glad I tried it, and I'm gonna look at Drum, but I don't think I need any more.
He's like, that's a good choice. Here, have some of this brandy. It's really delicious.
And can you mix brandy with dwarven spirits?
I mean, sure you can, silly. It's a bar.
Okay, I'll drink the brandy.
It's very good. It's got
Okay.
a nice taste, very smooth. A little bit of a wooden flavor. You're not quite sure what it is. The way it's probably stored, but it's got a very nice flavor and smell and just taste of it. You can tell it's exceptionally expensive. Very smooth. Like you sip it and it's got that alcohol feel, but you're like, oh yeah. When you sip it again, oh yeah. This is nice. All right, anybody else? Ale, we got some food coming. Anybody want something? It's on us. It's the least we can do for what you guys have done for us.
What sort of food do you have?
Well, we have different types of fish courses. We have some lamb, if you would like some lamb. Of course, we have some.
I would love some lamb.
Oh, of course. Okay, we'll get right on it. Lamb for the lady. Who else would like something? We've got, if meat's not your palate, we do have some delicious soups. We also have some very nice, besides the fish course, there's the chicken course we have as well. I can whip out.
Oh, you have chickens.
Of course.
All right, I'll take 2.
You want 2 chickens?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to take a little time, but we'll get it done for you.
Well, thank you.
Have a nice stew. We have a nice onion soup. I'm really very proud of that one myself. With a little cheese on top of it. It's delicious. I wanted to start off with some bread and cheese for everyone. Everyone's got wine, drinks, good. Yes. Okay, good. All right, and then I will bring out some just start off with some nice cheeses and breads and some little bit of fruit to no fruit, maybe not fruit. You know what? I just got some olives in. Let's do some olives. And then he goes back, and then he comes back in. You just see Fenton just sitting there like, just let him do it. That's what he does.
I'd just like to interject that I snore very loudly.
Why you do that every time you do? Every time you do, Irvin just comes over and just lifts your chin up a little bit and moves your head a little bit. Poor little guy. He puts a little napkin under your mouth so the drool doesn't puddle.
Can we start,
pour a little bit of dwarven spirits down him every time he snores a little bit?
No, he's not going to let you do that. You have to get the ball from Irvin, and he will not let you do that. All right, so you're sitting there at the table with Fenton and Elros, and Elro, I'm sorry, and there's like, Fenton kind of looks at you guys seriously. So, how bad was it?
That guy over there, and I'll point at Drum, grew a third eye.
That doesn't surprise me. Ice lacrosse is known for worse.
But it was pretty bad.
I had a frost giant get me rock hard. Paralyzed.
I notice you like to make sexual puns as much as possible, don't you?
There's nothing I could do.
About the
in a way, he is not wrong. It was unfortunate. I think Togar felt similar to me, with the magic being the way that it was with Eeyore.
Well, it's not that the magic.
A lot of us.
I've been to Ice Lacrosse.
It was
before,
dangerous to use it.
Yes, I've heard stories. I've been to Ice Lacrosse before.
It makes those of us reliant on more magical abilities feel a little more impotent than than others.
Well, I'd love to hear the story sometime, but it is late. I need to go check on the kids. Don't worry, Irvin will take care of you. Gives you a wink, Reed. There's a matter of payment. And then he tosses you this bag, Reed, that he paid what's owed.
Thank you very much.
See, what was the total he said he'd pay you?
5,000.
Yeah, when you open the bag, it's 5 giant diamonds worth 1,000 gold each.
Ooh.
Well, huzzah!
I missed it. The internet. What did you say?
Fenton tosses Reed a bag for payment. It's a small bag, and when you used to see Reed open, you see his mouth just drop. As agreed.
It's 5,000 gold worth diamonds.
Yes.
So we got some very useful
5
things.
resurrection spells.
5 diamonds.
Yep.
5
See,
diamonds
Johnny,
each worth 1,000 gold each.
Read in my mind.
Mhm. Oh yeah, we don't trade gems.
no.
We don't trade diamonds.
I have to redo so much
Any
math
gems.
right now. Oh.
Dude, don't trade any gems. There are so many more uses for gems than gold.
And
I
then-
know. I thought it was going to be cash, though, so I did all kinds of math trying to figure out the
I know.
party splits.
Well, then you see
Yep.
Elros just like, oh, that reminds me as well. And he tosses you a bag as well, Reed. How much did he owe you? I think it was, because he hired you as well.
Yeah, but I thought that's what that was.
No, that was them asking you to expedite.
That was the $5,000 was the bonus.
That's the bonus.
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
trying to think. You think
Yeah.
he offered you guys
It was
1,000
yeah, I think it was 1,000 gold for
for doing the trip, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So he tossed you. No, this one is 100 platinum coins.
Right? So...
Yeah, Johnny, my community spreadsheet thing's on my other computer, so I'll get all the information from you
All right.
tomorrow
yeah.
and then update.
Then you see Irvin come in. He's like, "Okay, is everybody decide on what they want to eat?"
I snore loudly again.
Okay, nothing for him.
I would like
Oh,
the
poor
onion
guy.
soup and the fish course, please.
You would like the what? Sorry, that your friends are talking over the very rude. Say it again, please, sweetie.
I would like your famous onion soup and
Oh.
the fish course, please.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Now we've got snapper, we've got trout, we've got, I think we've got some yellowtail back there. I mean, which would you prefer?
Some trout sounds lovely.
Some trout it is. And would you like something on the side with that, like some potatoes or anything like that?
Oh, no, thank you. This bread and cheese is lovely.
Isn't it? Try the olives. They're just wonderful. Just delicious. Anybody? Okay, who else would like something?
I'll go for one of them soups, and I'll
then-
hold up my empty glass of the Elven brandy. Maybe a little touch more of that.
Oh, of
brandy,
course,
if you
of
don't mind.
course. You deserve it. And he just pours you another big glass. Now remember, you have to sip it.
Sip and
Savor,
sip
the
it
two
away.
S's of a very good course meal.
Sip and savor.
Sip and
Gotcha.
savor. Yes, I'll make a gentleman out of you yet. Okay, and you want the soup, and what else would you like?
That's 3 S's. Sip and soup and savor.
No, we don't add the soup to the sip and savor.
You can save her soup.
You know, you're not wrong there, Mr. Tea Leaf. I think that could work. You know, for the brandy sip and savor, but I guess you could sip and savor the soup. Slowly.
Yes.
There you go. Huh.
I like to savor it all.
All right, now what would you like to eat?
Oh, let me get one of them chickens too.
You want a chicken, all right. 2 chickens. So we got chicken for you, 2 chickens for Mr. Reed. And what about, okay, your friends, he's knocked out. Mr. Dwarf, what would you like?
I'll have a bowl of stew and some lamb.
Bowl of stew and lamb, okay. And then Lady Shira wants the lamb. Did you want anything else with that?
No, unless you have some vegetables. Do you have vegetables?
We
I
do.
think-
We have some nice peppers and some potatoes that they're really delicious with the lamb.
Okay, I will take those.
All right. And Mr. Balin.
I'm gonna look at Reed. Reed, do you think you could take another half a chicken?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So I'll look at the guy. I'll take a stew and half a chicken, but you can give the whole chicken and give the other half to Reed.
Okay, so 2.5 chickens for Mr. Reed, and then okay, just do that. Okay, done. I'll be back in a little bit.
Keeping in mind, I'm roughly 3 chickens high.
Yep. Oh, I know. You eat like 5 times your body mass. I have been noting that every time we order something.
It started off as a Blues Brothers reference. I was ordering 2 whole chickens and 2 loaves of white bread.
All right. After a little while, you see that Arl and Irvin come out and bring out your food. It's delicious. It's well prepared. It's well cooked. The fish isn't dry. It's been sautéed. It's delicious. It's got mushrooms. It's got all kinds of wonderful stuff for you guys. It's really good. You guys enjoy a feast. And then you see Irvin says, okay, now I have to say this because I have to say this. You guys stink. And I understand why, but I've gone to prepare baths. We do have a bathhouse here, so if you guys go behind the building here, we've already got baths set up, big giant baths. They're stone and built over, but it's heated. It's very, very nice. One side for the ladies, the other side's for the men's. It's big enough that you can put lots of people in there and wash and there's a place to wash and then there's a place to soak. I really think you guys should soak and do what you need to do, freshen up, and then you guys can get a good night's sleep after you finish your meals.
I'm gonna look at Critty. Critty, can you make us smell a little bit better while we eat, so we don't offend the rest of the people here? Apparently.
Sure. I'll cast prestidigitation and make us all smell like wildflowers.
Okay, well that helps. I didn't think of doing that because, well, I didn't want to waste my magic. Okay, so well, that helps, but you still look, you need a bath. I'm sorry, you just do. The smell's gone, but you guys have been wildering and I just think you need baths.
Thank you for the hospitality and making the baths available.
Hey, it's on the house. Again, at least we can do for what you did for our kids. So, again, on the house, feel free to do that. And, yeah.
Sorry for offending your other patrons.
Say that again?
Sorry for offending your other patrons.
There's not that many patrons. We were getting ready to shut down and go get you guys. So yeah.
As we're finishing up dinner, I'll be looking at Irvin, and I'll reach into my pocket and I'll pull out the eye that we had found.
Oh, interesting.
I heard you mention before.
You see him wave his
didn't want to
hand.
use your magic.
You do see him do this. You see him do like an incantation. You see some runes appear. He's like, oh, that should work for you nicely.
Can I figure out what he did?
Make an Arcana check.
16?
I mean, it's a simple identify spell, but he did it at like that. And instead of waiting 10 minutes, he automatically updated it. I mean, he knew.
So he cast it instead of doing it as a ritual, basically.
No, he did as a ritual, but it seemed like he cast, but did as a ritual. But instead of taking like the time it takes that the identify spell usually takes like a minute or so, depending on what class you are. He knew instantaneously what it was.
Well, hot damn. Okay.
Wow. Togar was able to look at it. Basically, he said it was the Zarti eye.
Yes.
And that it can appear to look like a normal eye.
I mean, in all sense of purposes, it becomes a new eye. Yes.
Does it do anything else?
No, but I mean, you could get it enchanted. Looking at it, this one's got its basic function, but it could take one enchantment. You could add something to it. I mean, if it was me, I would enchant it for like night vision or something along those lines. But that's just me. But that's pretty pricey.
Togar can think of a way to enchant that eye.
Oh, really? Well, what would you do, Togar?
Just a little bit of a maybe super X-ray vision.
So you can be a perv? Yes, I understand you, but very, very well. Yes, sip your brandy. What did I tell you? Sip and savor.
Savoring.
We're gonna make a gentleman out of you yet. I'm gonna work on you. All right. So whenever you guys are done with your meals, you can go take a bath, do whatever you like. I'm going to be up for a long time because it's I'm worried about my kids. So but again, if you need anything else, let me know. Just let any of us know. Fenton's going to be with the kids all night. He doesn't show it, but he worries more than I do. So he's in there with them right now, just looking over them. So, but if you guys need anything, all you need to do is I'll be down here tonight. The fire's lit. You can hang out and read your books. They're by this nice warm fire. Your rooms are prepared. So there you go.
I couldn't bother you for a refill on.
Yes,
and I'll
here-
bring out my empty bottle of brandy. It doesn't have to be the good stuff, but
No, it's the good
the
stuff.
strong stuff will do.
No, the good stuff it is.
Okay.
All right. And then what do we do, Togar?
I'm gonna say thank you, and I'm actually gonna tip him 10 gold.
I know. He gives it back to you. You don't tip me tonight.
Oh, I'm going to sip and savor this brandy.
He pats you on the head. That's very nice. You're learning.
And as I walk off, I'm walking into the women's bathrooms.
You hear her. It's like, no.
Sipping and savoring to the left. Gotcha.
No, the right is for the
tug on
men.
Togar and
Left is for the women. You know what?
beat him very fun.
I'm just gonna stay out here and just make sure. Yeah, why don't you go in that way, Togar? I'll just stay out here. Ladies, if you'd like to go ahead and go, I'll just stay out here for a little bit. Make sure certain people, and by certain people I mean Togar, do not go in there by mistake. He just gives you a look,
I
Togar.
think I will head to the bath while you're paying attention.
Yes, I think that's a wise move, Lady Ashira, because some people here just, have no manners. Now, Togar, you get your butt in there and you go wash yourself and think about what you've done.
Scrub.
I'll go and I'll scrub up, take a nice hot bath.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, so there's an area where the water actually drips down, so you can kind of wash yourself off. So like all the grime, there's actually soap and stuff, and you can wash yourself. It's heated in here, so you don't have to worry about like the chill of the air with the snow falling down. It's not as windy as it was, but it is snow falling. It is a little cold. It's cold feel in the air, but in the room it's very heated. The floor's heated, everything's heated. The water when it runs down is heated. And so you guys are able to shower off the grime and clean up, and then you're able to go soak in these big, giant, looks like they've just giant rocks have been cut out, and there's huge, like just I think Roman bathhouse, but natural. Big area where you can just go and soak in the water. And it's hot, it's steamy, it feels wonderful. And you see him wait for you to get your ass out there. Togar, he's there the entire time.
I'll go too. So there's a men's bath and a women's bath, basically.
Yes,
Right?
yes. If you want to go,
Okay.
yeah. You see Irvin out there. Just he's keeping.
Yeah, I'll head over.
guard. No, yeah. You go in. Same thing. Yeah. Anybody that wants to go get a nice
Yeah.
hot bath is able to do so.
After my bath, I'm going to go back out to the fire and I'm going to read the book that Hadelin gave me, which is not Hadelin's book. It's just a book he gave me.
Oh, that book.
Yeah. That's how I have it labeled in my inventory.
I don't remember what did we say? Which book did he give you? I can't remember.
We didn't say. We just said this is not the book that I was supposed to be reading. It's just a book he gave me.
Yeah, it's
The double twist on it is I thought I was giving her the scary book, but you said it wasn't actually that book.
No, so you gave her a book of children's nursery rhymes.
Yeah, and I thought it was like
Where's
the scary
Waldo?
book. Yeah, with the vampires and the zombies and all that stuff. But it
mhm.
wasn't that book for some reason.
no,
Nope.
It just happens to be a story of Krampus. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm just reading that.
Oh, big shout out to Infinite who just subscribed in the channel. Thank you. Says hello, Ranger and RSG. How are you guys doing? We are doing good. We're playing some Dungeons and Dragons. All right.
Thanks for the sub.
Yeah, the
Thank you,
fire.
Infinite.
The fire feels great, Critty. I mean, it's perfect. Nice, comfortable chair. You got your book. The fire. You see Infinite bring over a couple candles just to make sure your lighting's better. Like, I hope that helps. What do you read? Why are you reading children's fairy tales?
I really like books.
Yeah, but that doesn't that doesn't make sense. You seem quite intelligent. Why that doesn't make sense?
I like reading books. This is a book that I have, so I'll read it.
Okay. Hey, you know what? To each their own. I respect it. You want something to drink?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay. He walks off. All right. So you guys get cleansed. Anything else you guys want to do or conversations you guys want to have for the rest of the night?
Yes, I snore
Yeah.
loudly.
Yeah, you're nice and comfortable. You're having
He's
drinks.
drawn to the pool and just drowned.
No. Yeah, poor Drum just sitting there nice and comfy on the table.
Are we all in the bath? Like the guys are all in the bath?
Everybody but Drum, sure, if you want to.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna talk to Reed. Everyone is there, but it's not gonna be like a private conversation.
Yeah, you see Reed kind of floating on the surface.
Reed, is
Reed's
anybody
like the
else
little
in there,
rubber
by the
ducky.
way?
Hold on. That was a blur of noise.
Sorry. Is anybody else in the area besides like the four of us?
It's
Myself, Togar, Hadlin, and Reed?
yeah,
Are there other people or no?
that's it.
That's it. Okay. So I'll talk to Reed.
You do
Reed,
that.
now that we have seemingly finished what we needed to do here, we actually have a time. You seem to have maybe the most.
You're not doing your voice. Start again.
I am. It's just hard to pick up.
Really?
He just has a massive
Yeah.
echo in that room.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what happens
this is-
when you have a big yellow room with no
It's
furniture.
a big yellow room.
Reese, that's true.
It seems like you have the most war experience of any of us. In your opinion, how do you think that went? It seemed like we did not handle the danger very well throughout the dungeon there.
Well, most of my time I've basically worked places alone, so I probably have a little bit of a tendency to sort of go for the front. Probably the only thing we could have done better is just, when we see something, everyone just go right at it immediately. Concentrate our firepower.
There also does seem to be the issue that you are always at greater risk than everybody else. This was also when we were in the caves before, since you're the only one that's really able to be stealthy to see things. That also seems to be, I guess, an unfortunate situation for you.
That's sort of the nature of the job.
Yeah, it sucks to be the only guy that can sneak. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of you can sneak on occasion. Togar certainly has been able to help with that.
I have noticed that Togar has gotten quite skilled at helping us be a little more stealthy.
Sneaky. Want a zippy? I'm just going to hand over my bottle of brandy.
Sneaky is another S that you can maybe add to that list.
Might be your next book, Togar and all the S's.
My God. 50 S's of Togar.
Yes.
50 Shades of S.
Next week on Sesame Street.
This is brought to you by the letter S.
S stands for B. So, at least with the training that I had for magic, stealthiness was not really about movement. It was more about being able to cast magic without being detected. But I am learning now more as we're getting into more and more danger that there does seem to be a better or an additional use of being stealthy that could be beneficial.
Play to your
I
strengths.
asked,
We all have gifts that we can do. And certainly, this is a group that everyone has their own talents. I'm not necessarily going to be able to go and pick up a giant war axe and swing it around the room. Things like that are better left to people a little more stout than I am. Hadlin picks up a war axe, he can split the door down, kick in a wall, whatever he needs to do. I'll probably sneak around the back door. I can't really do much with magic, but certainly a number of you are able to. Go with what you know. Shore up what you're good at. Once you know you're good at that, then we can work on things. Certainly if, we move a little quieter, might be better in places like that. But at the same time, if it's not something that we're any good at, I don't mind going ahead. I think that the only thing we may need to think about is either carrying a lot more healing potions, or figuring out some way to, make sure everyone stays on their feet, doesn't get stepped on or smeared or anything of such. Stoned. Well, some people like that, but I think that those might be a couple of things to look at. Certainly this was a weird one because so many of you rely so much on magic, and that was an area that very much discourages you from using magic a lot because you never know what can happen. You can grow a third eye, you can randomly decide to kill all your friends. It's a little weird with that.
A bunch of spirits out.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. It's a waste of spirits, but it's
not those spirits. John's killer spirits.
Well, yeah, that was just. Whew. Yeah,
But that is exactly the thing that worries me the most. This is not the first time that we have seen that sneakiness is something that we do need to have in this group.
It's also not the first time we've had one of us try to kill the rest of us.
I'm just gonna put my head down in shame.
Are we drawing straws on that or what? Whose turn is it next?
I could swing you like a battle axe and we'll see how that happens.
Let's not do that.
I almost wonder what that would look like, considering you're probably the only one here physically weaker than I am.
A little bit, yeah.
I think you'd probably hurt yourself more. Drop me in the process. What?
It is funny though. Of everyone in the group, I have to say that the one that I am probably the most jealous of is actually Critty. I have spent my entire life trying to learn new things, and I do thank Hadlin for teaching me how to use the longsword. But the way that I have learned things has always been through trials and practice. I have never been a reader. But since she has come with us, Katie has learned how to heal the party, talk to an ice frog and become friends with it. And honestly, unlike me during that dungeon, she actually seemed more capable than I felt I was, being so reliant on magic. And while I am able to now use the longsword, I feel like it is still not an option for me to try and get in front when Hadlin and Drom are filled with armor, and while I have this armor, it is still not the greatest defense. And I know well enough that it's not my place necessarily to be in the front. But I think what I want to do is similar to what Critty does, but maybe not with books. I do like trying to learn more and more from all of you to try and maybe improve my own skills in order to be a better asset. And I have asked you before, Reed, to maybe help me learn how to be a little more sneakier. And I think after this past experience, it's even more important that I try to learn this. And maybe with the help of Togar, I can maybe help you with that as well, so that you're not always in front by yourself.
Fair enough.
Maybe that is where I can be the best help.
Well, I mean, it's a few things. Like, I think that we'll probably have to limber you up a little bit. That probably would help you as far as being able to not necessarily be seen or heard as often. And you know what the best defense always is? It's not armor. It's not being hit.
I have noticed that. Usually when you find something, when it's a group, you're able to take out one. But maybe I can help you if there's more than one moving forward.
So,
My skill is not necessarily single focused, but if there are a group, I could help you with that.
I know, and I've seen you do it. And I think that I mean, I've got years teaching me to, zero in on something and make short work of it. And I just think that as we attack, we just attack.
If the strategy is to attack, then I will do my best to do it.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, that place, it certainly worked against most members of the party. Basically, that was very much a place meant to, poke them with the sharp end. Wasn't really a good place for magic users.
All right.
Even then, I feel like I should have found a different way, and I was not able to.
Nay.
But I do thank Hadlin. It did help to be able to at least know. That is true. That was definitely a help.
I mean, you had a good couple of hours there where you were very quiet.
Yeah, it seemed like you almost weren't there.
I mean, a couple of times you did talk. I mean, you had a bit of, a little more gravelly voice. But, I mean...
Oh, my God. All right, that's enough of this.
I feel like someone else is taking over my body.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the voice just got... much more accentuated accent you had for a little while.
And you talk about like cooking some weird stuff.
You're not there. You're passed out.
Drom just in the middle of his
sleep.
I'm
talking I'm sleep talking.
No, you're not. You are in a coma almost. That's what happens when you roll a 1.
No, Balloon, I don't want the goat soup.
All right. So you guys finish your conversation. You feel refreshed. You go to your rooms to get a good night's sleep. Hadlin. As you're getting you're getting ready to go lay down, right? You get your armor off and stuff. You blow out your candle. You're getting ready to go to sleep, and then you start seeing this faint glue, a blue glow coming from your bag.
at least know I didn't have as much to drink as Drom, so I'm not seeing things. So I will go investigate.
All right. Your book is glowing.
All right, I will open it up and check it out, see what's going on. So I can see.
You just see scribbled in your book 3 lines. First one is key. Second line says Temple of the Allhammer. Third is Uralis. Uraliss. And as soon as you read that, they stay in there. And that dwarven kind of that you and Critty have kind of figured out how to read it. And then it stops glowing.
And I will, obviously make sure I burn those images in my memory, and if I even have another piece of paper, I may write them down real quick.
It's permanently in the book.
Okay.
What was that first word again?
Key.
All right, so I'll. Do I know where the other people in the rooms are? Like where the other rooms are?
Oh yeah, you know where everybody's at.
All right, so I'm gonna go find Critty.
Especially where Drum is, because he's snoring very loudly.
You can hear them all through the building.
Down the hall.
Not really, because he's Irvin's actually put a pillow underneath you and put your head the other way.
There's some
So he
dwarven
gets-
tricks.
Oh, okay.
Irving put a pillow over his face.
It's like, well, this is just not accommodating. I can't deal with this anymore.
That's what you get for not liking my brandy.
Yeah, I'll teach you. Starts drawing mustaches and stuff and on him and painting.
No, he shaves one of his eyebrows off.
That's right.
Actually, remember, he didn't have any after that.
That's true. You are both.
Rolls on
Does
one
Togar
eyebrow.
have his art kit with him?
Yes, you do.
Bruce the Raven make his hair grow back
Can do.
when he healed everybody. I
Yeah,
think that's
didn't-
one of the things.
Oh yeah,
said.
he did do that, didn't he? I forgot. Yeah, everybody got
Oh,
there.
okay, so
You have
yeah.
eyebrows again.
Yeah. Good old Bruce.
Only one.
You get one eyebrow. You don't get both. No, you got both. It's all back. All right.
Can I draw a picture of Bruce on his forehead?
Sure. Try. You see, when you go
Performance check?
downstairs, you see Irvin sitting there behind the bar reading a book, kind of looking at you. Oh, Mr. Well, actually, make a stealth check if you're going to try to get past him.
Oh no. Can I cast Pass Without a Trace then? If I'm going to consciously try and sneak past someone I see behind the bar.
Okay.
So I get a +10 to my stealth?
Yes, you do.
Alright.
I will point out we put on Cold the role playing a really cool scene for putting makeup on Togar on Drom. Just
I got a 29.
Okay.
So not only am I drawing a picture of Bruce, but it's going to be like one of those Calvin stickers where it's Bruce peeing on Drum's forehead.
Just as you go to start making your mark, you sneak in. You very quiet. You go from like chair to table to chair. See Irvin just sitting there reading his book. Just flicks it. Just as you get the paint out, you're getting ready to put it on there. You hear Irvin going, "Oh, Mr. Togar,
Sip and savor.
what are you doing over there?"
I think I'm in the savor part.
What are you doing to your friend?
Tucking him in.
You doing what?
Tucking him in.
Tucking him in. You wouldn't be happy to be trying to draw inappropriate things on his face, are you?
I'm drawing a Bruce.
And what, pray tell, is the Bruce?
A Bruce is our best friend.
Okay, that doesn't really help me. What is? Okay, he's your best friend, but what is Bruce?
I don't know. Sometimes a crow, sometimes not a crow.
Okay. I'm sorry that I asked. Okay, go ahead. Draw your things.
All right, so I'm drawing Bruce,
Okay, anything else?
dropping a bird turd on Drum's forehead.
Make a sleight of hand check to see if you can do this. Yeah, you draw a perfect Bruce on the forehead, dropping a turd on wherever he's dropping the turd on.
And then I'll go upstairs and go to bed.
Okay.
Good night, Urso.
Who?
Sorry. Good night, bartender, innkeeper, sip and savor man.
Good night, Togar. All right. All right, so Hadalin. You go to Critty's room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm down by the fire. I'm not in my room.
It's a little bit later at night. You still
I'm still down there.
You still down there? Well, do you want to see if this happened? I mean, if you were paying attention, I mean, you'd have to make a perception check with disadvantage to see all this. I mean, you would have heard it, well, unless you're really into your book. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, Critty.
I wasn't concerned when Togar started.
Okay,
walking.
you didn't even care. Okay, never mind. Then don't bother. Yeah.
It's like, oh, Togar. Okay.
Togar.
Okay. She's not answering her door. There, Hadalin.
All right. I guess I'll go back to bed then.
Okay, you go.
If she's not answering, maybe she's actually asleep and needs to be tired. I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't know if Hadalin would know to go downstairs.
You're like, well, I tried.
I tried. I mean, I'll talk to her in the morning. I'm going to go to bed.
You go back. You go to bed.
I wrote down the important stuff, so
Yeah.
I guess that's what he'd do.
All right. All right. Anything else before we go to the morning? Okay. You guys wake up the next morning. Is Drom there? I don't see Grim on the camera.
Yeah, I'm here. I just have my camera off because I'm eating right now. So
Okay. Drom, you wake up in the morning and you see you see Irvin just sitting next to you.
Does he see it or like? Okay, there. Sorry.
He looks at you. He's like, well, how do you feel? You feel awful, Drom. You felt like you died. He's like, oh, goodness. He says, here.
That was a good drink, by the way.
I'm sure it was.
Wow.
Here, drink this. He just hands over a nice, big, warm mug. It smells nice. It's got nice smells to it. It's like, just drink this all the way down, please.
Okay.
And then he's got
chug.
He's got some toasted bread with butter and cheese. Like, I want you to eat just the bread for right now. If you feel fine after eating the bread, then eat some of the cheese. Soak up some of that pain that you put yourself through.
Oh, yeah. Go down it.
And by the way...
That is, if it'll stay down.
He goes, oh, yeah, by the way, he hands you a mirror.
What's this for?
I just thought you might want to see how you look in the mornings after drinking a bunch of dwarven spirits.
Okay, he'll hold it up.
You see, yeah, there's your beautiful orcish face in front of you with a big giant raven on your forehead, taking what looks like a dump down your face.
Oh, outstanding. Which one of the hooligans did it?
Oh, I'm just going to let you figure that out.
You don't by chance have a wash basin so I can get this off?
He says, I'm already ahead of you. He snaps and you see like one of the young ladies comes over and just hands it to you. It's like, I put a little bit of something in there so it should take it off.
Okay.
You're going to have to scrub a little bit, but yes. And you weren't able to get a bath last night, and you're very stinky. And then he whisks his hand. He's like, "Well, let's get rid of
Yeah,
that smell."
you know,
I
I
got rid
could
of the
use a
smell
shower, so
Well, we've got the baths in the back. You can go take a bath, wake yourself up before you. We'll eat this
okay,
first.
I'll make sure to go and do that as soon as
No,
you know the room
drink
stops
this.
spinning.
It should be stopping immediately. Drink this, finish it up, eat some bread, a little bit of cheese, then go take a nice hot bath, shower, and then come on back.
I like your thinking.
Well, that's my job, is to make sure my guests are accommodated for. So.
Now, you know, if you don't mind, could you tell the guys outside with the construction noises to tone it down a little bit?
Keep drinking the brew, please. All of it. Don't drink half of it. Drink all of it. Gulp it down. There you go. All right, good. See, don't you feel better? You immediately feel better.
Wow, that's good stuff. What is that, anyways?
Yeah, it's my own little brew. As much as
Do you think I could get some of that? In, you know, just like
no, that's my own special brew. That's something I served to
I know that
Fenton when he's had a little too much dwarven spirit. So that's just for us.
You know, I'd be happy to pay you for some of it, so I have a little bit of it for the future.
No, I think you need to learn your lesson about dwarven spirit. So he just kind of smiles, pats you on the head, and then he walks away.
Thank you, by the way.
No, thank you. No, eat your food and go get a nice hot bath, and then I'll have breakfast ready for you. Oh, by the way, what do we want for breakfast? How about some nice eggs and some hearty sausage?
I like your thinking.
Well, that's one of my strong suits. And then he just walks back into the kitchen. All right, so you go take a bath after you eat your bread and stuff?
Yep.
Okay. We'll say for all purposes, it's first thing in the morning. Everybody's up. You get your stuff. I guess you guys are going to the Croaker Cave, but you guys come down. You see the breakfast is served. You see everyone's sitting there. Hadlin, you see Critty sitting there. You also see Drum, who looks refreshed. He's had a bath. He looks vibrant. He looks awake. He looks like he's fine. Togar, you notice that there is no raven taking a dump over his mouth that you painted.
True heart never lasts forever.
Do you say that out loud? Do you say that out loud?
What?
Did you say
no,
that?
just under my breath, grumbly. But I'm going to say it while I'm pouring a little thing of brandy to hand over to Drum and be like, little hair of the dog.
I think I'm good for now. Last night was interesting, so
more for me to sip and savor then. I'll sit down at the breakfast table.
Yeah, there's tons of eggs and toasted bread and sausage and bacon and potatoes, and there's some porridge there for those that want porridge. Whoever.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you said.
I thought you said porg.
No.
At least I wasn't the only one.
It was I who allowed breakfast to be served on the battle station. All right. So yeah, big hearty breakfast for everybody. Tea served, ale served, water served. You know, it's really delicious. You guys can have whatever you like. Again, it's on the house.
Well, I think as soon as we're done eating, we best make haste for the cave, because
just then you see the two small boys come running out, and they start running around, and then they come and see you guys. You see Fenton chasing them and stuff, and they're giggling and stuff. And then they jump up, and he's like holding them, and then he brings them over to you guys. Like, well, it looks like these two are full of spunk and vigor this morning.
It's good to see you. Two of them are up and about.
You hear one go, "Father, is that the one that had the crow with the poop on his face?" Let's not discuss that.
Reed, you can go outside and play with them too if you like.
Can we play with the small one? He looks fun.
Sure.
You see the older boy just like crosses his arms, and the little one comes up. I'll take you outside with me. We've got a nice ball.
All right. I'll get up and I'll start walking away, and as I am, I will look straight at Togar and go.
And they stop for a second, and then they just stop as you guys enter the doors. Like, Father, are you sure he's not the one that had the crow? Yeah, it's like, all right, that's enough. Go outside and play.
Boys, you can tell me there was somebody with something drawn on them.
Yeah, yes, the big orky guy he had a big. We got up early this morning to see our papa, and we saw the big guy. He's at the table. He had he starts giggling. He had a raven on his forehead, or a big black bear with poopy coming down to his mouth.
Oh, that must have been very funny to see.
It was funny. Did you do it?
No, I don't really draw very well, usually.
Well, then who did it?
Not sure.
Well, do you know?
No, I don't. I didn't see it done. I didn't even see it.
So.
So.
Well, who do you think it was? It's a mystery. We've got to solve it. He looks at his brother. It's time to play detective. Oh, I love playing detective. You can be the head police officer that helps us solve the crime.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I could.
All right. So we've got suspects. Let's talk about it. Who do we think it is? Well, I don't think it was the lady Shira. She doesn't seem to be that kind of person. No, she seems lovely. I don't think Critty is too, because she's intelligent. Yeah, I agree. She's quite intelligent. So that leaves the quiet one, the dwarf, and who else? The scaly one. Yes, he seems strange, that one. We're going to have to go ask everybody where they were at what time. We're going to have to make some inquiries there, Officer Reed.
Well, you remember when we first met you?
Yes.
The scaly one was going and asking you some questions.
He sure was.
Maybe you can go over and start asking him questions.
Would it be all right?
Oh, I think it'd be a blast.
They just drop the ball and go walking in. The little one holds your hand. Because you go walking back in. You see Feathers at the bar talking to everyone. They see them walk in. They walk right up to Togar. Mr. Togar, may we ask you some questions? Yes, we'd like to ask you some questions.
I'll have picked up the ball that they dropped. I'll go walking in.
Yeah,
Reed's
standing
over
behind
by
him.
the bar.
Yeah, okay, you go over by the bar, just hold
with Fenton, and I'm just sort of flipping the ball up in my hand a bit, just watching, smiling at Togar.
Mr. Togar, we'd like to ask you some questions, if that's all right.
That was a quick game, Reed. You're always so short.
We're playing detective.
Oh, we're playing detective.
Yes,
show me how you detect outside.
No, we've got to ask the suspects who played the poopy bird on the guy's face. Yes, we do.
Oh, but you know, a real detective never asks questions in public. They bring the suspect alone.
Oh, no, they do. They do inquiries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that. Yes, Miss Critter, you've read detective stuff. Don't they ask questions?
They ask lots of questions.
Say, Miss Critty's
Myself,
smart.
I've never been a detective, but I have been many a times on this side of the conversation.
Oh, a criminal. This will make it much funner. Yes, I think so. All right. Well, we'll start with Well, what question do we ask first? I don't know. No, let me think. Did you do it? Oh, that's a good question.
I sure did. I sipped and savored, and I sipped and savored.
No, not what Father's saying. We're asking, did you draw the poo-poo bird?
Don't want to lie to children.
Hey, let's
go outside, children.
He seems suspicious. I know, he's not really answering.
Maybe you should take me to the station. We can handle this like real detectives.
I'll go and I'll pick up a candle that's over there on one of the little candle holders, like a candelabra. I'll go walking over towards the table saying, "Oh, boys, the important thing too, you got to make sure you shine a bright light in the suspect's eyes while you go and question him."
That's right.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand. I'm going to grab the candle out of Reed's hand and hold it just above his reach.
I guess I guess this is what we're doing. I'm going to, while I see that, I'm going to silent cast Control Flame and increase the flame to point directly at Togar.
Oh, they've been spotlighted. Yes,
Actually, I think what would be better is, I look over at the bartender and I say, it might get a little bright in here for a moment, and I cast Daylight on Togar.
Oh my goodness, he's quite bright.
There's
Yes,
your
he
spotlight
is.
for you.
He's quite
You
bright.
boys are really good at getting the light on the suspect.
And I cast Minor Illusion, and it's an arrow pointing at Togar's head.
Oh, I think we've solved this one. The culprit's been found. Yes, I think so too. The gods have,
I'm
the
casting
gods have
Misty
given us
Step
a
30 feet
shine.
outside the bar.
It does not go off as you see Irvin looking at you going, no, no, no. Cast counter spell.
And we have now effectively used 14 levels worth of spells screwing around.
You see
Start the
Fenton
day.
just, you see
For
Fenton.
the children.
Yeah,
It's for the
Fenton
children.
is just cracking up in the background. So is the dwarf. They're just losing it. Irvin's just giggling and just sitting there with his arm kind of against the bar looking at you. I think we've solved it. We've got our suspect. Yes, I think we have. Now that we know who did it, we've got to come up with the punishment. Yes, I believe that's the right course of action. We need to ask the victim. Oh, that's right. We forgot about the victim. Mr. Dromsel?
Right, what's up?
Well, we know who the culprit is. You put the poopy bird on your face. Yes, we did. He's very guilty. Which punishment do you think should fit the crime?
Oh, I had a feeling it was him.
Oh, you did? Wow. Whoa.
You know, when I was growing up, if somebody did this to you know, one of the people in our village, they were drawn and quartered and then eaten for dinner.
Well, I don't know if
But I do value Togar as
I don't
an
know if we want
ally
to
and a
do that.
compatriot, so
Father, what's
You know-
drawn and quarter? We'll talk about it later, son. Are you sure? It sounds horrible.
oh, trust me, it is.
You just see Irvin giving you the fatherly one-eye stink eye stare.
And I look back at him and give him the little salute, and I stop talking about it.
All right, you're the victim here.
But-
What kind of punishment should we dole out to Mr. Tagar here for what he did to you? Yes, we must come up with the proper punishment. You're the victim. He just holds your hands and looks at you sad. We can't let this crime go unpunished.
Well, I mean, normally they have a trial for something like this, and the jury would choose. So, we got enough people here for one. So,
Well, that's a good point. I say your party chooses it. I present to you the members of the I've got it.
I think we need to go do something having to do with a lady who may turn into a giant popsicle.
Lady Sheriff, don't you want to see justice doled out?
Maybe when we come back, you could deal out justice. Then you have time to think about it, yes?
Oh, you're quite
This
right,
way you can
Lady
have the jury
Sheriff.
deliberate.
Oh, we'll play the jury. Oh, I like that. We'll get with Father and we'll come up with a good punishment.
Usually criminals do it more than once. You might be able to find other drawings around town of a similar nature and pin it on it.
You're the smartest man I've ever met. Oh my! They just go running over to you, Hadlin. Oh, please tell us more.
Oh my god, we're corrupting these kids instead of saving somebody.
Fenton and the dwarf are just dying. They're just in tears right now. Oh, Mr. Dwarf, can you tell us more, please?
Well, I'd just start looking for more drawings of a similar nature. If you
There's
see any
more
ravens-
crimes to solve. Oh my goodness. Yes, we
Yep.
must solve the crimes. For more punishment for Mr. Tagar. Oh,
and
well,
keep a journal. Keep a journal. That's a good one too.
we must keep...
Critty's a big fan of journals.
That's right. Keeping notes is a good part of being a detective. Oh, I go not to write. I'll do it for us. I know me ABs. I know me letters. All right. We're going to go record everything that we know about Mr. Tagar right now, and then we have a proper punishment when he gets back. That's right. We're going to make sure he gets punished. And they go running off.
Well, that's over.
Ah.
Take a sip of my little spirits.
Yeah, Hadelin was sweating a little bit.
I wish I could see that pooping bird.
All right, so dying lady in the cave. What do you think? We go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Easy enough. You know where the caves are. It doesn't take you but like not even half a day to get there. The snow stopped. It's a nice brisk day. You guys get there. You see the frogs are out front just kind of doing froggy things, just kind of chilling and stuff. See 2 guards in the front of the cave entrance.
You want to work your magic, Critty?
If Critty's talking...
Animals. So they can all understand me.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, hello, my froggy friends.
Well,
We are-
look who it is. It's Lady Critty. Damn, look who it is. Look at it. I know,
We
right?
are
She
here
came
to
back.
give some medicine to that lady that's staying here.
They both bow. We heard you sending the
Thank you.
king into battle. You got to tell us about the battle first. Like, how great was our king in battle?
It was very battle-y. There was
Did he
fighting.
he said he slayed like 12 giants. I mean, I couldn't even imagine.
You know, old Croaker was just amazing.
That's
Super
our
helpful.
boss. That is our boss, Lady Critty.
Mhm.
Get your ass
He-
in here. You go see that girl. You get in here.
Yeah, sounds good.
You sure you don't want to... Lady Critty, I gotta ask. We love soaking in the water. Now, the boss said that you can't because you're a human. Is that correct?
Well, I'm half human, half elf, but I don't want to be in cold water. Thank you, though.
And that's because
It's not
it's bad
pleasant.
for you?
What?
It's because it's bad for you?
It could hurt me.
See, I told you. You didn't listen to me. I said that that's what's going to happen. You didn't want to. All right, I understand. I didn't understand about humans and cold water. You don't have to get. I told you. You owe me. You owe me some dinner. And then you just
Okay,
hear them
but
arguing. You just walk by.
Meanwhile, we're gonna go past because this lady might.
Yeah,
need
you
this
go ahead. I
medicine.
got to talk to this one here. He's stupid.
Okay. Bye, fellas.
They just keep arguing. And you guys go all the way back, and you can see that you see old Croaker as you come up. He's, again, guarding the entrance. He's like, well, look who it is, if it's Critty.
Hi,
Yeah.
old Croaker.
Well, how
I see your subjects have heard all about your battles.
you see there's a couple, and there's like, that's right. Defeating
You
those
were
12
very
giants.
tough.
I was, Lady Critty summoned me into battle. It was a brave, epic battle between us and our new
Yep,
friend Lady
you
Critty.
killed all the giants. You really saved our bacon there, old
Yeah,
Croaker.
the best is when I sacrificed myself to save the party so they can finish off the rest of the few giants I left for them.
Yep.
Why didn't you,
killed all the giants without any help from us.
That-
You were amazing.
that's right. Why don't you just go see your friend? See your friend. She's back there. She ain't looking too good. And you go.
Meanwhile, back with the rest of us. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
That's what it's more like. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Yeah, the first one was like ribbit, 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 ribbit. All right, so you guys go to.
We give Hulu the cure.
You give Hulu the cure, and she's very quick. She's already paid you, so as soon as you give the cure, she immediately just starts getting better instantly. And she's like, "Thank you, boy, that was close. Oh, you guys have saved me bacon. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. If ever you're in need of me in my organization, let me know. I'll be more than glad to help you out.
This is Ranger. Just reminder, because I don't have my notes in front of me. This was the cave that actually has a drawing of Tiamat on the back, right?
Yep.
What exactly is the organization that you do work for?
Let's just call it the... We'll just call it the organization. How about that? We owe you. I owe you. You came through. Reliable people are tough to find.
They are.
But we owe you. Although you are compensated well, I still am a dwarf and I honor my debts.
When you say that you owe us, how should we go about collecting on this debt?
Send me a message.
How do we go about sending you a message?
She kind of looks at you kind of like funny. Like, you don't have the ability to send magical messages.
Drom has the ability. That is the last time he grew an eye.
Well, there you go. That's all you need to know, is that you send me a message saying your requests are aid. And if we can help you, we will.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm feeling a little bit better now, so I'm going to recover my strength here. And get
The cure should work relatively quickly.
It is. You can just see literally her veins as the blue is everywhere. It's just creeping back slowly. You can see it literally in real time, just creeping down. I don't know how you did it, but may the goddess blessings be upon you.
Well, just, if you do have any more of your people that are either heading out to there.
Are you looking for work, by the way?
Or I was looking, what have you got?
She kind of looks you over. I'll think about it. You guys are quite handy in a pickle.
And communication's a two-way street, so
Well,
you can also reach out to us if you need.
Well, all right then. Well,
If we're able, we'll see what we can do.
you never know. I'll pray to my goddess and see what she says. Although she's quite envious. But that's what I love about her.
While she's saying this, Ranger, the picture of Tiamat that's on the wall, is it just Tiamat, or is it like kind of like a mural with the background?
Oh, no, it's a full... I mean, when you see a mural of Tiamat, there's no half-assing that. She would lose her mind. So it's a full five-headed Tiamat, fire and brimstone, just beautiful painting of the dragon.
Got it.
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
So I'm going to slowly approach it while she's just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Can I don't know how I do this. Can I discern the location that Tiamat is in this mural? Where is she being portrayed as?
Make a history or religion. This would be a religion check.
Religion? Okay.
Look who's got to use Roll20 this week.
Hey.
Ooh, 6.
She's a dragon.
Well, I know Tiamat. I'm trying to just figure out where she is there. But okay. So I can't figure out where she is.
Do I see Balin walking over to the
I don't know, make a perception check.
mural?
I'm not hiding it, so
Yeah, but he still has to be consciously or unconsciously trying to pay attention to you, so make a perception check.
okay.
I mean, yeah, with 11, it's not hard to miss Balin sitting there staring at the as everyone's talking to Haloon.
I'll walk over there and put my hand on Balin's shoulder and say, "Something the matter, my friend?"
Wherever she is where I think Archon might be. I'm just trying to see if I can figure out where that is.
You hear Hulu steps up. Out of you daft, you don't know where the the queen of the chromatic dragons is.
In one of the
Are
layers
you
of
a-
hell, I assume.
Wait a minute. Are you a priest of the Raven Queen? And they don't teach you these things about other gods?
She is not
Well, they
a.
do. Just normally
this one.
don't have. I haven't met any that follow her before. So
Well, I mean, it's no lie, but she's in the first level of the 9 hells, where she's always been. Avernus. And the dragon pits. She's like, does any of this ring a bell?
That is where I thought, but I was not sure.
You weren't sure where the Queen of Chromatic Dragons has been since forever? She gets suspicious. She gives you a suspicion. Like, why do you care where she is? Not that I would care, because I wouldn't go there. You couldn't pay me enough.
I have told you before. I am looking for Archon.
Archon? Why would the hell would you be looking for him?
wait, who the hell's Archon?
We had this discussion before. Do you not remember?
Apparently he doesn't.
He drinks a lot.
Well, remember, I was probably drunk at the time. So.
No, not Drom. I'm talking to Hulu. This is what I asked Hulu the first time we were in the cave.
She was on death's door 6 minutes ago. Like,
I know.
Give her a little bit of a break.
I know. That is okay. I will. That is my business.
I mean, Archon, what the bloody hell do you want with that fool?
Well, who is Archon?
He's a devout follower of Her Majesty, the Queen. We have differing opinions about what is best for Her Majesty. I am the opinion that through trickery, bribery, subterfuge, obtaining great wealth for her is the most key thing. He's just about being a devout follower of her. Do you not know the story of Archon?
I believe I have told you this before, Reed.
You told me you were looking for him, but
I can tell you the story later.
Listen, you daft bastard. Don't be going after him. Last I heard, after the great battle against with Vox Machina, he tricked him and took the Hand of Vecna. And that's all I know. Where he ended up afterwards, I mean, there's been the rumors, different planes. The 9 Hells is one of them, but he's insane. He was a loyal follower and a great warrior, but for the Dragon Queen, but he is a exceptionally powerful foe.
The moment she said Hand of Vecna, I'm just gonna grab Hadalin and say, we need to make sure he doesn't touch anything while we're here.
Do you say that loudly?
I say it so Hadalin can hear it. I say it over, leaning onto Hadalin's shoulder.
Well, she heard it. Natural 19. No.
Would I know what the Hand of Vecna is?
Make a religion check.
A 7.
It's a hand. And it's somebody named
Used
Vecna.
to belong to some guy named Vecna.
Yeah, that's all you know. Doesn't seem to be something you can pull up.
So is this like a fresh hand, or
the Hand of Vecna?
Well, yeah.
Why would you want it? How the hell have you guys?
I believe this is a conversation better had elsewhere.
I mean, you guys are daft. How the hell did you pull off this caper? I'm amazed.
We're a bit more of a blunt object than.
You don't say.
We're the lookers. She's the smart one. As I motion over towards Crit.
That goes without question. I mean, my goodness, you follow all these deities and stuff you don't know about, though. Y'all need to do some serious studying. Even I know, I can tell by people that you have followers of the Raven Queen. I probably, at this point, would have the balls to say, I know more about her than you do.
I'm going to go over to Reed and whisper very quietly to him. There is a reason why my left hand was cursed and why my left eye is green. And that's it. And then I will just slowly start to walk away.
All right. Well, that was comforting to know. But thank you again. I owe you. Now I'm not so sure I want to hire you. My goodness gracious. All right. Well, the frogs won't bother you. So you have free passage. Be on your way. We'll meet again one day, I'm sure.
I'm sure of it. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. You guys get out of the cave. The frogs just kind of, you hear croak, 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 croak as Critty goes by. They don't hear anything. They're like, don't worry, Lady Critty. I made sure he understand not to ask you to go in the water again. We're frogs. We love it. Just that, but doesn't mean you, because I knew you was human, and I told him you can't be going in the water, and he just is stupid. All right, I get it. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Lady Critty. I didn't know.
My favorite froggy sentries.
See, she likes me more than you. No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, why you got to bring that up? And shut up, man. You didn't even know because she was human. She couldn't be going in the water. She died. You trying to kill Lady Critty, dummy. As you guys hear that, and they get in another argument. As you guys, the rest of you just hear crow, 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 crow. All right, you guys make it back to the town. It's a late afternoon. If there's anything else you want to do.
On the way back, can I talk to Critty?
Yeah, you absolutely. You guys are walking back. Hadlin comes up to you. Go ahead, Hadlin.
Critty, I haven't really had an opportunity when people weren't around and you know, goofing off to tell you. My book did something the other night.
Ooh. I love when books do things.
Well, it glowed and it had a few new phrases in it.
Ooh, what did it say?
Well, I mean, I think I was able to decipher it without you. It said something about a key and a temple of the All-Father, and then a name that I don't know if I've heard yet, because out of character I haven't made a roll, but I don't think I've heard of that name before. But yeah, maybe you can look at the book too.
Okay.
See what you think. It was glowing, but they kind of faded after I read them, so I don't know if that means anything. And I think we should probably share it with the rest of the group too. I want to tell Balin and stuff, because I know there's magic things in there that he'll probably be able to help with.
I think that's a really good idea. And the book started talking to us because we're friends, and more friends just means more talking.
Well, that's exactly what that's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, well, yeah. So everybody's.
That's what friends are for.
We need to talk for a minute.
Can I do a check to see if I've heard of the town that it read?
Yeah, make a history check on this one.
I've read a book.
All you know where it is. You don't know anything else. There's not a lot known about Eurylis. Okay. Other than it's an abandoned dwarven settlement, and you know where it's at. That's all you know. There's not much on it.
Do I know that where the settlement is located?
Yes, you do know where that is, but other than that, that is all you know. You've not done enough extensive research. You've heard it through just your reading. It's in passing more than anything, Critty. Mm-hmm. You know, it was the only reason you know about it is because it has to do with Uthadern, which you had once studied. It was the first attempt for the dwarves as they moved north to reclaim some stuff to set up a settlement. And it's near the Ivory Lake, on the outskirts of. It's in the Rhine Plains, but it was abandoned because they were trying to make a farming community. That's all you know.
Okay. I'll share all that with Hadalin as he's gathering the group.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was a person or a place. Yeah, you figured that out already. Dang. Okay. Everybody, I think we might have an idea of where we might need to go next.
Says Hadlin, blurting out as you guys make your way to Pelvig Village. That happens.
Yep.
So, this town and where is it close to here or?
No, Critty, it's not.
It's not. I know where it is.
Where is it?
Something about a plains and a ivory lake. I didn't really listen closely.
Oh.
You were kind of spitting a lot out, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so it's south. It's southeast from where you're at, over the Great Mountains.
The voice from the heavens comes down, and
Yeah.
it says from where we are.
Let's get out the world map.
But in Wildemount.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Wildemount. Yes.
It's in the book.
It's in a book. Take a look. A reading rainbow.
Reading rainbow.
A reading rainbow.
Reading
Togar would be a
rainbow.
great host for Reading Rainbow.
No, he would not.
This is the screenplay for Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh my God! I don't know what's happening. I don't either. Why is that guy?
Don't worry about the plot, kids.
I'm confused. Why is she look gold? Wait, what's he doing? Oh my God!
I brought a book, and it's all pictures.
Just then, with fire coming that's blown red and green, Irvin comes in and turns you into
A smear.
human things.
He turned me into a newt.
Fenton grabs you by the ankle and starts beating you like the Hulk did to Loki in the Avengers films.
Puny Dragonborn.
Yeah. Puny God. All
All
right.
right, so
You guys make
rough
your way
idea
back-
Where on the map this
Yeah.
thing is?
Do you guys have a world map?
I do. I have a map of Wildemount.
All right.
Good.
So then it is. I'm pinging it on the map right now.
I have a
I don't think we're on the page.
Rugged.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
are not on the page. Okay, let me move you there.
All of my books are puns.
All of your books are.
And I have
So-
that Atlas book that I picked up at like the second session.
Well, and our first encounter was to get a map from Togar and Ali, remember?
Yep. Okay, so that's
I still have
actually
it.
on our way home.
No, it is not.
Well, sorta, because we're
Alright,
like
so
It's
Here.
still in the same part of the continent, at least.
No. Home is way further south than this.
well, yeah, but like
So-
right now we're here, aren't we?
Yeah. With this
So
is
I mean, it's sorta in the way.
okay, so hold on a second. Approximately,
Oh, it's 2 weeks.
Guesstimation?
2 weeks away.
with a natural 20 on survival, how long would it take us?
2 weeks.
It's a ways off. But we're already at least on the general
So-
quadrant of the continent.
Real quick, I apologize. I had to get up because we're having real bad storms outside. I had to make sure.
Oh,
I wasn't
just go
going to
out
blow
there and
away,
control the weather
but,
already. Quit your bitching and moaning.
Well, so I can
Thor.
put it in my notes. What you were pinging? What on the map
Eurolist.
exactly?
There.
Oh, yeah, it's like
And that's Hadlin's Dwarven city, right?
Nope.
No.
That's a city that just came up on the book.
yeah.
Oh,
Hadlin's book
okay,
told us
okay.
to go there. It said Key,
Okay.
Temple, Eurolist.
Temple. All right, so I'll read out what it says. It says
Yeah, sorry about that.
Temple
Ranger.
of the Allhammer. Eurolist. And the first word was key.
Allhammer, we all know, right? Because that's just the name of Morden.
It's Morden.
in Wildemount.
No, not unless you rolled to know it.
What if you're a follower
Isn't that
of
just-
Morden?
Oh,
If you're a
So-
follower, Hadlin knows what that means.
So would I then.
So-
Oh, I
You
thought
would
it
know
was
what it
like
means.
I thought the name was common in Empire because those are like the accepted deities, right?
Morden is, but the Allhammer is something that's something a little bit different. That's more inclined to dwarven culture.
so Hadlin,
Oh, okay.
how important is it to you to get to this place? Because I mean, we are up here now. You know, we
Whoa.
going back to Zadash would.
Why do
You
we
know.
have to? Why do we have? I mean, I just think it's probably we don't have to go there necessarily right now, but I at least know we have to go there.
Well,
Or I have to go there. Let's put it that way.
I mean, we're up here already.
Do you want us to come with you?
Well, yeah, kind of why I stopped everyone and said this is where we need to go next.
Okay,
I don't
well,
think we have anything else.
No, it's probably not a
Well,
bad
well-
idea if we resupply a little bit.
we'll head
Yeah.
there in the morning, I guess. So I will head back to. Drum will head back to his room in the inn and
Well, yeah, you guys get back to your the rooms.
prep a sending spell to his mother. To let him
That's
know that
exactly what I was
he-
going to suggest.
And I wanna just like describe to Balin kind of how the book glowed and stopped glowing after I
Okay,
read
so
it.
what are you sending back to your mom? You have only so many words.
Dear
Oh, it's-
Mom.
Yeah, it's 25 words. I'll just
He starts singing Danzig.
Say-
Mother!
yeah, exactly, mother.
Okay, that's your second
Cure
word.
found. You
Dear
know,
Mommy dearest.
you know,
I
we
promise
found the
I haven't
cure,
used wire hangers.
healed the people that needed it in the town,
Okay, how many words is that?
and
Some-
that's probably about.
Mother, we
15?
found the cure. We cured the people that needed to in the town. You're at 16.
10 more.
So I got
I hope you don't tell another head priest about going to a special dwarven city significant to another god.
Don't metagame.
No, I'm not going to say that. Had another job come up,
4 words.
taking it.
Okay.
That's it. You have 2 left if you want to say anything.
Love drum.
Love drum.
Yeah, love
You
drum.
pooping? I was gonna say you pooping.
You get a reply. You get a reply. Well done, my son. I look forward to hearing your report at a later date. Do what you need to do, but don't dilly-dally around. I need you here sooner rather than later.
Does she not have the 25 word limit?
That
She's
was
special.
way under the 25 limit.
Okay.
It probably was under, but in any case, she's special.
Yeah, she's like a level 50 magic person.
Yeah.
She could just
She can
cast
send it
the spell.
800 times. It's fine.
Let's back up
She-
like a whole book. And
She's got
then
50 first level spell slots alone. Like,
So,
starts
Alan was
starts bitching to you about hot sausage biscuits.
Good old Blint.
So Hadlin was telling me about the magic in the book.
You have to have that conversation.
And-
That has not happened yet.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to tell him how the book glowed and there was writing in there that wasn't there before, and how after I read it, it stopped glowing, just in case there was a spell that may have gone off and I didn't think about it. That kind of thing. Think you could help with that, Balin? I don't know. Seems like it's some kind of magic.
Make an Arcana check.
Can I, before I do Arcana, can I do a detect magic on the book, particularly the new page, to see if I can figure out what school of magic maybe it's working from?
Okay, go for it. And as soon as you do, your eyes are just immediately blinded. It hurts. Like you have a headache now.
Okay.
Oh god, my eyes, I'm blind.
I mean, you're seeing stars. I mean, it is bad, dude. Like your head hurts.
There's definitely a lot of magic happening in this book. I was not able to at least discern what kind of school of magic it was, but and then I'll try to just think about, based on what he said, if I can understand what the spell is or what's happening.
Yeah, go for it. Arcana.
You know, 7. Crap.
The only thing you know that it's divine in nature.
It is something definitely divine. I can try to look more into it, though.
I love Gar in the chat. Are you the key master? God. Gar, what the hell? Ghostbusters, really? Are you the
what
key
about-
master? Is that where we're at right now?
What about me? Do I have any new magical ores on me or anything?
No, nothing. I mean, besides his
Does
normal stuff.
Hadlin look like he's a little taller?
Yes, in fact, he's 12 feet tall. You guys are amazed. He doesn't even fit inside the. No, nothing's changed about Hadlin.
Has Hadlin magically learned to play the cello and the Philharmonic?
Oh, yeah.
So
It's always the quiet ones.
when Drom hears Balloon say something about it being divine, Hadlin, mind if I take a look at it for a second? See if I recognize anything on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can look at the writing and stuff too. Just be careful, because if you look at it from, that's all I'm saying.
So what do you do, Drom? Do you hand him the book there, Hadlin? I mean, what are you doing?
No, I just opened the book like in a. I guess that this would be like.
I never really touched it. I assume he just opened it and I just looked at it.
Okay.
I don't plan on touching it because I do. Drom did hear the conversation between Hadlin and
what I was and I'm
Pretty.
not. And just so you know, I wasn't necessarily thinking to study the book itself. I was more asking or trying to make sure that there wasn't a spell that could have went off when that happened.
All right, what are you trying to do?
That was all.
Oh, you mean like a curse or some kind of trigger spell, like a lock?
Yeah.
He didn't.
I got you.
Yeah, but Balin didn't figure that out. So, what are you trying to do, Drom?
Just take a look at it, see if I recognize anything. Maybe
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. Ooh, is Ashira's there?
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, 7.
You see Drom, as soon as he looks at, as soon as you open the book and open the page to it, gets thrown back inside of here and gets thrown against the wall. Drom, you take 21 points of damage and his eyes start bleeding.
Ooh, ow.
And you are temporarily blind for about 10 minutes.
What did you use, Drom?
Hasn't he looked at the book before?
No.
Drom, I don't think has.
Not the pages.
I don't think most of us have.
No. I think only myself and Pretty had before this.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you've looked at it, she's looked at it. Now he looked at it and had that effect.
Yeah, we're just
I don't think
I'll use
that...
lesser restoration on myself to get rid of the
Yeah,
blindness.
it goes away immediately and you heal up. But man, you have a whopper of a headache now.
Now, did other than getting flung back, did I see anything
Not
or
a thing.
hear anything?
I did
Not
make sure
a
to.
thing.
I did make sure to keep like my hand on the book, like how I.
He didn't touch it. He didn't do anything but look down at the page and got that happened.
Because that's how I introduced Critty to the book, kind of, right?
Critty had no problems with the book.
Okay.
So when that happens, Ranger, can I see, like, what happened to Drom? Like, did the book kind of like
the way I described it?
something
The way I described
Drom?
it is the way it happened. You didn't see anything else other than that happen.
Okay, so I couldn't discern if like the book cast something on
No.
Drom or just Drom
No.
just went crazy and flew back.
No, you have no idea.
Okay.
Well, so what's that tell us then?
Oh, that
Nobody
would tell
else
us.
should probably look in the book.
Well, no, it tells us that the book isn't exactly particular about what deity you follow. Because so far we've had an agnostic. One follower of the Raven Queen was fine. Another follower of the Raven Queen wasn't fine. Adlin's a Moradin follower.
There's a difference between a priest and a follower of the Raven Queen, I believe.
They're both priests.
No, they're not. Not in the same sense. Drom is a true cleric of the Raven Queen.
So is he's a full priest. He's a full priest.
Book just picks who it likes and who it doesn't.
I'm not like a cleric though. I don't call on the I don't call on the deity.
Yeah,
for
but
my powers,
but that's just a different types of. It doesn't matter. It's they are true acolytes. True and blue followers of the Raven Queen. So it's not. You guys can ascertain. You guys can ascertain from what just happened.
The book is picky about who it wants to read it.
Right.
Exactly. It seems like the book chose
it nothing to do
didn't
with
want me
your
to read it,
religious.
so
It might, but it most likely it has nothing to do with your religious affiliation.
That's what I was trying to say. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
It's hard for it's It's hard for me to not think that because he wields directly the power of his goddess.
Somebody make an intelligence check, please. Somebody.
I'll
Anybody.
make one.
Yeah, go ahead, Reed.
Like you described, the book was divine.
A 21.
Drom's divine.
It hits you because you were a follower of Morden, Reed. I believe you are, right?
Yeah.
He hates orcs of any kind.
I'll hop
makes
up
sense.
on the chair and I'll try to look at the page.
They are mortal infinity times 12 billion enemies.
Yeah, orcs
and-
and giants are not on Morden's happy list.
No. And vice versa.
Well, it would have been nice if you would let me know that before I looked at it.
You wouldn't have known that until it happened.
I'll take a peek at the page just to
Yeah.
verify
it's-
my theory on that.
Yeah, nothing happens. You see the runes, but you don't know how to read them. So,
Do I see any sort of other iconography around the page? Like a lot of, how like medieval manuscript books would have all the ornate drawings and shit in margins.
no, this is a very strange book.
I'll put Drum will put a hand on Hallin's shoulder and say, "Hey, next time you pray to Morden, tell him I'm sorry." Hey, that freaking hurt.
It's sort of meant to.
Surprised with the amount of dwarven spirits in you, didn't have a resistance.
By default, he's becoming dwarf. Well, so I
I
suppose
say
we should.
we go.
We probably make our way starting that way in the morning.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late in the day. You see Irvin come over.
4
Ooh,
o'clock or
that's
so.
an interesting book. What is that? Wow, that is
that's
just
why
emanating magic.
That's why we said we were in the room. We were
Oh, you're in the room.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
were
you
in
were.
the room.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
I
mind. He
did not
wants
want to
to.
open it in front of anybody else.
Okay, so I
Definitely
misheard because Irvin would have been
Yeah.
like, "Ooh."
Because Drom went to his room to send the sending spell to his priest mom.
Okay, there you go. All right, you guys are in somebody's room. I don't really care who.
So it's probably not a bad idea. I'll check in with Irvin. I'll see if there's any sort of shops around the area.
Okay. Well, so Reed, you go
Like-
do that. Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I like the idea of at least getting stock of restocking and stuff like that.
Not a lot of stuff here other than basic supplies, guys.
I'm gonna ask Reed. Reed, while we go, would you mind maybe giving me another lesson on how to become a little more stealthier while we're heading there, so I can practice?
Jesus Christ.
You can try. Just a bit before we go over to the item shop, the other thing I want to do is the map that Drummond had.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to we're in one of the bedrooms, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Lay it out on the bed, and I'll say, all right, and I'll start pointing on the map and say, okay, we're here now currently. We have to get there. I don't think it's probably a good idea to try to cross all the mountains in the middle between us, even though it'd be the straightest route.
Did I get anything else on? I did roll a natural 20 on the looking at the.
Oh yeah,
approximately
you're
this
going to
is
have.
how long it would take us.
So you know that going through the mountains is very, 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 very not good, because there is a ton of bad stuff in the mountains. Basically, anything north of Uthadern is bad. Like, there's a lot of bad rumors about a lot of bad stuff.
It's bad, okay.
It's bad, okay, especially around Cravarad, because that's an active volcano. Okay? There's a lot of bad giants, red giants, and ice giants, and all kinds of giants, and giant dragons, and birds, and stuff that kill you. Okay? It's bad.
So what I'm wondering is this. I know down here that city we passed through.
That's
there's at least
also a
shops if we
very
need.
no. That's the ruins of you know about that place too. That's a very, 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 very bad place to go to.
I thought that was the city we passed through.
No.
Oh no, that's down here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So it means then we're looking at two major options. We can make our way down, cross over this river here, and then try to come up and over. Maybe we could hire a boat here See if we can sail around the knob of the continent there and come in these river
The
systems.
knob of the continent. Oh my god. I've got to give you guys a topographical lesson.
I definitely do not want to go through the mountains.
I mean, we don't want to call it peninsula. We'll call it the knob. Yep, sure.
John, when you said it was 2 weeks, was that 2 weeks through the mountains or 2 weeks around?
It sort of looks like a ram's head.
Around.
Probably longer.
I'm not
through the
stupid
mountains.
enough to go through the mountains, especially after what we fought in the last place. Remember?
Yes, I do not
those
want to.
frost giants had to come from somewhere.
Fairly
those
certain
Yetis
those mountains
don't need
are
anymore.
decent.
All right.
So
What are you doing, Reed?
Do we want to
Are you
look
gonna
for
go
a
talk?
boat?
Are you gonna go talk to Irvin first?
yeah, I'm gonna go check with Irvin, but
Okay,
I'm just trying to run it past the group because while I'm down there, I can also ask Irving. You
Okay.
know, if there
We'll
would be a
say
boat,
anything you
we
guys want
might
to
be
do.
able to
Yeah.
hire.
So, yeah. Okay. So you want to do that, and then so you got to.
We have not had a good experience with boats so far. Maybe we just stick to land.
Bit
Yeah, I
of a
think it
hike.
would be better if we hoof it.
All right. So you go talk to
Yes.
Irvin. Irvin's at the bar. He looks up. He's like, you see Fenton. They're serving customers. They've got plenty of customers. And Irvin sees you come down. Reed. He's like, Mr. Tea Leaf, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are the kids doing?
The kids are doing great. They've come up with a punishment for Togar. We need to have a trial. And
Oh, boy.
A declaration. They says that he has to be nice to Drom for a week.
Well, that's a
Is there no
very good
statute of
point.
He has to do
limitations on
something
this?
very nice every day for the next week. And since they're my boys and I love them, I'm going to make sure that happens. And he gives you a little stone. I'd like a report every day, and I want to know, and it'll tell me if you're lying, which I don't think you will, because you are a lot of things, Mr. Tea Leaf, but you're not a liar. With the nice
Thank you.
thing, and it has to be sincerely nice. The Togar has to do for Drom as punishment.
I can't wait to tell him.
Now, what can I do for you, Mr. Tea Leaf?
Well, I'm afraid we'll be leaving in the morning, it looks.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Where are you guys headed?
Well, that's the thing. We're looking to go a fair decent bit into the interior of the continent.
Oh, sure.
And
Where are you headed?
You're Ellis.
You see him go pale. Why would you want to go there?
Oh, he could actually go paler than he was.
No, he's actually quite tan.
Oh, okay.
Hadlin's a very old dear friend of mine.
Yes.
He's got some business to take care of there.
What in the name of the Nine Hells business would he have at that place?
It's up with a book.
A
I don't-
book?
Yeah, I don't quite know the details myself, but it's something that he's been drawn to do. So
Look,
I'm going with.
can I try to talk you out of going there?
You can try, but as long as he's going, you know I will.
Look, besides the roving band of marauding orcs that surround that place, and they avoid that place, but they surround it. That's one. Two, that place is a death zone. What are you looking for in Euralis?
Don't know.
All right, look, Mr. Reed. He pours you a drink. In my younger days, many centuries ago, I went to Euralis because I had made a stop there. It was a great early dwarven settlement. It was abandoned for a reason.
What happened?
The dwarves just gave up on it, but when they abandoned the place... All right. A friend of mine, a high priestess, I don't even want to say her name. Let's just say she was a friend. She went crazy. And fell. And that place is her domain. I tried to stop her. One of the reasons it's that way is because I did stop her. I must warn you, there is great danger there. Are you sure you want to go to Euralis? Is it absolutely necessary?
Danger, read tea leaf. Danger.
It's not so much a matter of if I want to go. It's my friend feels he's drawn there.
What could
I'm sure as hell not letting him go alone.
You just see him go pale again. Not the temple.
What do you know about the temple?
I was there when it was constructed. The temple of the All-Father, or the All-Hammer. Yeah. The dwarves that follow Morden erected a great temple to him. That's where they're headed. It's rumored many people have gone there because of this. Well, it's rumored that there's great wealth there, but no one's ever been able to get it. You know how dwarven citadels are. Great fortune, but great pain.
High risk, high reward.
Pretty much.
That's what I was afraid of. And dwarves aren't known for building just, little shanty towns.
No. This is a strange one because it was built above ground. It was meant to be a farming community, and after a while, the orcs weren't the problem, although they are a problem, but I don't think for your party would be too much of a problem. You have to run in to deal with them, but they are very devout followers of who. Grumsh. He spits. It's like,
he who shall not be named.
You see both you guys just kind of get a sickening feeling just saying his name or hearing his name. They are truly devout. They own the plains there. The undead have made that their domain. If you go there, I'm just warning you, it could be very bad. Is it absolutely necessary that you guys have to go there?
It sounds it.
Do I need to tell this to your party?
I very well may bring them down here to talk to you about it.
Actually, I think right about this time.
No, there's not.
Down there.
No, you're not. You're upstairs.
I need a drink.
You do not get out of here. Metagaming.
He has the compulsion.
Remember what you gave me last week.
You're right. Drink. You do. You are feeling the need to drink your heart out with dwarven spirits. Oh my God. The Drom comes down right there and then sits right next. Oh, Mr. Drom, how are you?
Pretty good. Remember that one drink you gave me the other night?
You got to be kidding me.
Don't by chance have a little bit more. I'll try and drink it a little bit slower this time. Slamming it didn't end very well.
No,
so.
I'm going to give you something. I'll give you dwarven spirits, but not that one.
Not that one at all. And can you put it
maybe
the one
so
shot
good,
into a pint glass with water for him?
You know what? I am going to do that. So he does do that. He waters it down a little bit. So you do.
We're going to need your functional drum.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, it's because it's watered down. You have no problem.
Wow, roll 20 actually decided to say, "Hey, I'm gonna be nice to you for one roll."
Yep. It satisfies,
gets one.
Satisfies your craving.
I'll just sit there and sip on it, I guess.
If you want, I can go talk to your party there, Mr. Reed. It's up to you.
I think you're gonna have to.
All right.
Let me go and break it to them first.
Why don't I just go with you anyway, and you can just explain it, and then if they want to talk to me, I can. If not, then I'll just leave.
All right, fair enough. Just before we go up there, since my original premise for coming down here to talk to you.
Sure. What's going on?
I know it's not a big town, but if we're going there, I figure we're gonna have to stock up on things, healing potions and such. We'd used up a fair amount.
We're not gonna find those here, unfortunately.
They're anywhere relatively local?
No, not in this place.
That's what I was afraid of.
Well, remember, our balloon has a little bit of herbalism.
He
in
can
there.
make some, but it's going to be very difficult for him to do it on the road.
Any chance there might be like an apothecary or something in town,
Herbalist
No.
or something.
or an herbalist that might know something? Like,
No.
Maybe even
You're
just a
fine.
general store and pick up a few more healers kits and such.
I mean, not even that. I mean, this is a place that you get the bare essentials. I mean, this is not a place where you can get high-end stuff. I mean, it really isn't.
I'm just looking simple healer kit.
You can get some bandages and stuff to restock the one you have. That's about it.
All right. So I'll definitely be looking into that.
And you're overcharged a little bit for it, but you know, you guys can afford it.
Yeah. I ain't worried about that.
So Drum and Reed and you guys all go upstairs, and that's where we're going to take a break, and we'll have the conversation afterwards. So we're going to take a quick break here. We'll play the break. We'll be back in 11 minutes because I need some more ice. I need a break. I need to use the bathroom. I'm sure everybody does too. Let's get some more Wawa, some more Gatorade, whatever we're drinking. Soda. Me and Critty are hitting soda hard. Word, Critty. Word. Coffee. That looks like tea. What is that? I don't know what Critty's drinking. What is that?
Just water, isn't it? I think it's just a yellow bottle.
Oh, look,
The yellow bottle.
well, it's brown, so I figured it
Butternut
might be
schnapps.
tea. Oh, it's okay. There you go. It's not schnapps. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break.
tea,
and then we'll
water, vodka.
yeah,
He's
we'll
been drinking Dwarven spirits with you this entire time.
All right. Ew. All right. So we'll take a quick
rolls
break.
nothing but nat 20s on
I
her
know, right?
constitution rolls.
It's like, I got this. I'm educated, and I can outdo you fools. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes, so we'll see you then. Peace.
Hey everyone, Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers here, and I wanted to take a minute to thank every one of our fan and viewers out there for showing your love and support for RSG. Now, how can you continue to show your love and support for RSG? Well, first off, a simple thing, head on to our Discord, a growing community of gamers. Great place for you. So if you're not on our Discord already, !Discord in chat will give you the link to join our Discord. And if you want to show your support for RSG as well, Twitch provides a lot of different ways where you can do that. Now, not only can you donate bits, and there's also a link down below for our stream elements where you can donate directly, but of course, Twitch provides the options for giving us your subscriptions. Now, we always appreciate all of our fans for subscribing, and of course, those that use your Twitch Prime on our channel, because we know you only get one of those, so spending it on RSG is a big deal, and we always appreciate it. And if you want to help others also to experience the true nature of RSG, you can also gift a sub to anyone in the chat as well. And for those of you that are Twitch Prime members, if you've given it to us before, we would always appreciate to get it again, but Twitch Prime does require you to do it each month. So if you haven't renewed your Twitch Prime already, whether you give it to RSG or another content creator, make sure you use that Twitch Prime because that is a handy resource to help all content creators. RSG would not be here if it was not for all of the support from our viewers, and we hope to continue growing our channel and our charity efforts with your help. So for that, I, Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers, want to thank everyone out there and of course show you our love. So what I wanted to go over with you guys today is some of the artwork that you see in our D&D streams. You may have seen some of the artwork here done by the awesome Silverbolt from the community, and he has drawn all of the characters for this D&D campaign. But you really just see them in our little zoom windows, which is a little bit small, so I wanted to show these in full size so you could see some of the intricate details that he did put together. So, this character is the one that you may recognize as being played by Jaisa BM, and this is Alunath. She is a half-elf ranger, and you can see a lot of the details here with the use of her longbow, the sword that is kind of on her side there, and of course, the awesome little headband that Jaisa also wears on the stream as she plays her character. Next up is Ashira. Ashira is played by Gera Aurelios, and she is a warlock that is an Aasimar. Now, if you're not familiar with Aasimars, Aasimars are a really cool race in general. They are basically effectively Fallens of Celestials, so they have some really cool tricks. So hopefully we'll see whether or not Gera uses this and shows them to the members of the party. But she is a warlock, And this is a really cool, you can see that one of the key things about this, which was really cool because it was just the general concept, she has a crowbar on her back. Now, this was a really fun thing in the character development, and Gara really wanted to make sure that the crowbar was there, and Silverbolt did a great job of including it. The next one we have is Balin. That is my character. He is a human sorcerer. Now, he has some special abilities, and you guys will hopefully be able to see some of those as we progress, but you notice something very specific about this. You may not realize it, so I'm going to point out some of the little details here that are very easy to miss. One of them is that his left hand is the one that is glowing with the energy. Keep that in mind as you see my character doing certain things, but it is relevant, and Silverbolt did a great job of capturing it. The other part is that the tips of his hair up top are green, except for a ponytail that you can see coming off the right side of his head, which is black. Now, there is some significance for that. At some point, you may or may not find out about it. We'll see when the characters get into that part of the history, but there are some really intricate details that Silverbolt did include. The next one is Dromzel. Now, Dromzel is a orc cleric played by Grim, and you can see a lot of cool things about here. Of course, the metal armor, the great sword, and of course, the fire in his hand. Now, he is a cleric, but he does have some magic abilities, including things like Sacred Flame and other spells that can be cast by a cleric. So Grim is going to be there. You can see him as the massive orc. So make sure you watch for this character as well. The next one is Hadolin. Hadolin is our pipe-smoking dwarf fighter. He's a sword and board dwarf. You see it now with the axe, with the shield. You would have seen it in the combat here that we just had. And this is Corinth's character. Now, Hadolin is kind of that cantankerous dwarf. He is not the most charismatic of folks, but he is there with the party trying to help them survive and effectively babysitting us, as you kind of have seen. The next one is Reed. Speaking of babysitting, he is the closest equivalent looking to a baby. I know it came up in the second episode about how his height is about the same as a child. Reed is a halfling rogue. He is our stealth expert here. He is our rogue, which if you guys are familiar with rogues, they are the skill monkeys, and this is played by Johnny Moe. Now, the skill monkey is one that has a whole bunch of skills, and we will see all of the abilities that Reed has throughout this campaign. And then last but not least, our over-the-top dragonborn bard, Togar, played by Bad Rongo, or as some people in the community like to call him, Bard Rongo. He is a flute-playing dragonborn. You'll notice some little things about him. His appearance is that of a dragonborn, but there's certain features that make him a little bit smaller looking, and that is because his history makes him the runt of the dragonborn litter, so to speak. And Silverbolt did a great job of capturing some of these details. So these are some of the drawings that you guys can see in greater picture now. Thanks a lot to Silverbolt for drawing these. I hope you guys kind of like seeing this artwork up close and you enjoy it. We're getting ready for the second half here, but here's one more announcement before we kick it off. As we get ready to start again, I wanted to thank all of our viewers out there, especially the new ones, for of course watching the RSG channel. Now, for those of you that are new here, RSG is a very professional gaming channel, and we are here to provide you quality content. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of everything that RSG covers regularly. So from Mondays to Fridays during the 12 o'clock Eastern Time hour, we have on YouTube a live stream that we call the RSG Lunch Hour. Now, this is there to get you through the doldrums of the day, largely covers Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as our primary game, but we talk about anything and everything for you. Now, on Mondays, we do have Marbles Monday. Now, Marbles is a fun, interactive Twitch game that if you are not familiar with, is really, really fun. And the way we do it at RSG is always a little bit different than the normal play. So please come out on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and join us for Marbles on Stream. On Tuesday nights, we have our Don't Starve Together Tuesdays. And it's just what it sounds like, Don't Starve Together on Tuesday nights. and that's what we do at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a great group of friends from the community. On Wednesday nights on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is our longest running Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream, which covers the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game. It is the longest running live stream in the galaxy for the game. So if you guys are interested in that or just want to check out what the game is about, make sure to head to that on our YouTube channel. On Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have coverage of State of Survival, another mobile app game. And so if you guys are interested in fighting zombies and surviving the apocalypse, make sure you check that out on YouTube. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays, we have Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy is a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes based stream. It's a pure question and answer stream done and hosted by RSG with a great group of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creators there to answer questions for the community for about 2 hours. So if you want to have your questions answered about this mobile game, head to our channel on YouTube on 10 a.m. Eastern Time and make sure that you are there to get your questions answered. On Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our D&D campaign right here. You guys are watching that now, and we really appreciate it and hope you guys are enjoying it, and we will continue to do this at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, we have our Star Wars Dungeons & Dragons campaign. That's right, 2 Dungeons & Dragons campaign, our regular normal D&D 5e on Saturdays, and Star Wars on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, we have our Sunday Night Gaming. Now this is where we will rotate different games and just have fun with a group from the RSG community, and of course with you guys in chat. Some will be interactive, some will just be fun, some will be ridiculous. But even beyond all of these, from a Monday to Sunday schedule, we will have random streams throughout the week, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure that while you guys are here on Twitch, you hit that follow button so you can get notified whenever we go live. And with that, we're about to get started here with our Dungeons & Dragons stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little break, taken some time off, and get ready for the second half of the campaign. And on that note, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you guys for watching and hope you enjoy the second half.
Is that what we started the stream with?
We're back.
Oh, okay, we weren't back with the other statement. Okay, that's good.
What? I don't know what you're referring
What
to.
happens on break stays on break.
They're talking about the pervy nature of Togar.
I mean,
Just prepare yourselves, folks. All right, so we are back. Welcome back. Nice little break there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And you, Reed, Drom, and Irvin head up to the room where everybody else is kind of looking at maps and trying to think of ideas and things of that nature. And Irvin walks in with you guys. Reed, take it over, buddy.
wait, so we're in the room and Irvin walks in?
With me and Drum.
Just crosses his arm, leans back against the wall, and just like looking at you guys. Like,
I like, so
with pity.
I'm assuming...
He's looking at you all with pity.
Is the book open, or is the book put away?
I don't know, Hadelin.
Well, I would prefer it be away if it's being asked to me. Yeah, I don't know what we're.
Yeah, because we're done
So you
talking
put it
about
away.
it. Yeah, I assume it's away. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, if there's no reason for it to have been out, then it wouldn't be out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where we left off.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for the compliment, Big Ty. German, he says, love the Star Wars cap. Salute to you, my friend. Got to represent, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So he walks in with you guys. The book's put away. He doesn't see the book. And then, Reed, it's all yours, brother. He told you you would let you take the lead on this, so go for it.
All right, so there's good news and bad news. Bad news is there's really nowhere to go and try to start resupplying. This town's relatively sparse as far as stores or supplies or anything. Good news is we're lucky enough that Irvin here has actually been to Uthadern before.
Earless.
Eurolus. Getting that. So that's the good news. Granted, it was a while ago, but at least he has some idea of what we'd be looking at going there.
And what exactly is that?
Well, the little bit he filled me in on already. The whole area is surrounded by the undead and orcs. The city was abandoned about 500 years ago by the dwarves. And, well, essentially, Irvin at least put in their place what sounds like a fairly powerful magic user who had fallen victim to one of the less pleasant deities.
That's not quite what I said, but that's close enough. It's bad.
I'm going to look at Drom. Looks like we have a land to cleanse, but how do you feel about dealing with other orcs?
It'll be interesting, to say the least. But we can't let those undead abominations exist, so I'm still
we
fine
gotta
with
help
leaving in the
Hadlin.
morning, so
This makes me want to go even more. We can help Hadlin and cleanse of undead. Sounds good to me.
I don't think you understand how dangerous this place is. No one who's ever gone there has come back.
How
there's
many
always
people
a
have
first to
gone there?
everything.
Well, in my lifetime, quite a few. Less and less over the centuries. But no party that I've ever heard of has ever come back from there.
Yeah, well, there's always a first for everything, so...
This is true. Listen, I spoke to Mr. Reed. Reed, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you.
No, feel free.
I don't think you understand the magnitude of the undead in danger that is at this place. I'm just here as a warning to you. If you guys are determined to go, I'll get you there.
What kind of undead are there so we can be ready?
Let's just say...
Irvin, you'll get us there?
Yes, I will take you there because I don't want you to have to deal with a lot of things. I can get you close, but you still have to work your way through the orcs and stuff, but I can get you close. Where you go after that, that's up to you. I can't help you after that. I can teleport you there, but I'm here to try to talk you guys out of it because I'm telling you, it's really, really dangerous.
Well, what if maybe we get some more of my fellow priests to come along with us?
I don't care how many priests you bring there.
The memento have to ban a boss. Okay.
It's up to you. I understand. He looks at you, Hadlin. Hadlin, I have to ask, what is so important about going there? I understand you're a dwarf, and I understand that maybe this is a pilgrimage or something. I don't understand, but I don't understand what would be so important to go there that you would risk this.
His reasons are his own. I kind of like interrupt before Hadlin says anything. Knowing Hadlin and words.
I'll look at Hadlin. Hadlin, I trust this man. As much as I trust you.
Well, I think he has a pretty good grasp of the situation. He kind of describes why I want to go there already, so he kind of has it figured out.
I understand you have a powerful need to go there. I don't know why you have a powerful need to go there. The only thing I could guess is some kind of pilgrimage.
That's kind of about right. I don't necessarily know what is going on there that's so powerful or why that specifically, but that's why we have to go there to find out.
I'll leave it to you, Hadlin. I don't have all the pieces, so if you want to tell me the pieces, that's up to you, but I'm just saying.
I'll sort of look at Hadlin's pack, and then I'll look back at Hadlin.
Do you have any? Do you have any books on this place that could let us know the dangers that we're in for if we go?
No, this is first-hand knowledge. Look, long ago I was there on the founding of this place. I've always had good relationships with Dwarven allies. They tried to make a settlement there. This was the first attempt from the dwarfs as they moved north before of creating a colony. It did not go well, not because of any calamity or anything. I mean, took care of the orcs, but found out that the land was not proper to grow crops. I'll put it to you that way. And they had some other prospects. It just wasn't. It just what didn't turn. It just didn't work out the way it was. Now, while they were there, a lot of arcane wards were developed and placed along the path. What's strange about this place and why it is the way it ended up. The wards were placed there melt snow. So everywhere around this place there will be there's snow for seasons. Because it is further north. It's like Hellbank here. However, it never has any snow or anything. The wards are there to protect from the seasons. But the land was found to be rocky and untillable. It was abandoned, and it's basically a ghost town. Now, the Borofkra orcs are the ones that roam around that area. They own the Rhine Plains. They're a dangerous group. They are true followers of Grumps. You see him spit again. The wards are fascinating. I know, I helped put them there. many ages ago. The temple itself to the Allhammer is desecrated by undead. A high priestess, a friend of mine, fell. That's all I'll say. She went mad. I had to put a stop to her. But I couldn't truly stop her, in the sense that what she had done had already taken place. All I could do was contain what had happened. But the evil that lurks there, folks, I'm just telling you, it's dangerous. You might be able to handle it. You guys seem well equipped, but there are high risk. And all I'm here is just to tell you that. So I ask you again, what is so important to go to this place?
You said you helped build it.
I built the wards. I didn't build the temple.
How long before you built that was the temple built, or was it built after?
So long ago. If memory serves me, the community was formed first. The wards were put in. That's why I was summoned there. We got it all set up. The temple was the first thing they did because, dwarves, Morden is what they do. But then eventually the constant attacks, there was nothing really of value there. The dwarves decided to leave there, but unfortunately the priestess there didn't want to leave. Some bad things happened. Let's just say I had to put her down. I don't know what became of her. Although I do know that she haunts that place. In what form, I couldn't tell you. I've never been back.
And the priestess was a dwarf?
Oh, yes.
And is the temple, otherwise, to your knowledge, just open for people, or is it closed off? Is it locked?
I have no idea. As I said, all I know is that there have been many groups sent to investigate because the dwarfs brought their wealth with them. A lot of it was left behind there. A lot of things were left behind there when they abandoned it suddenly. That's why people have always been fascinated. That in the ruins. I mean, arcane people have always wanted to go there to study the ruins, but again, any party that's been sent there has never been heard of again. And I can take you there. But I have to know why. If I'm going to put the people who I've now become to care about deeply, who saved my children, in such harm's way, I must know why now. Now you've piqued my curiosity. What is so important about going to this place? Convince me to send you there.
I will say now that regardless of what Hadlin wants, Drom and I must go there to cleanse the land of the undead.
Not good.
It is our oath to the Raven Queen.
That's not good enough. The religious context will not work on me.
Well, I think what Balloon is failing to state is we're going to go whether you help us or not.
That's up to you. I've given my warning, but if you want my help and blessing, I need to know what is so important to go there and risk your lives. I understand what you did for us in Isle Cross. Lives were on the line. What lives are on the line here? What is so bloody important that you guys have to go there?
Truth of the matter is, we do not know.
That's a lie. Try again.
It is not a lie. We are going there because that is what draws to Hadlin. That is it.
That's not the exact truth. Please, I'm very ancient and very old. Don't try to pull one over me.
Not enough to know that the people that just saved you and people and his children need to go there, then I do not know what else to tell you. It is something that is more than personal to me. It is something that may save not only my soul, but the souls of other dwarves. I do not know what else lies beyond that, other than what you said.
Make a persuasion check. Ooh, that's actually pretty good for you.
Thanks.
All right, I'll send you there. Mark my words. No one's ever come back from there, guys. I won't go there. One, because of the memories and the sadness, but two, because I know how dangerous it is. I thought about it, but I let it go. I met Fenton and my life changed. So, I won't risk going there.
Well, there might be something we can do for you. Do you have any unfinished business in that place?
No.
Oh, it was just a thought, so...
Well, I did what I needed to do back in the day. It's a longer story, but let's just say I put down a friend.
If we find her soul haunting that place, as part of our duties with the Raven Queen, we will make sure that she is laid to rest in the proper way.
Good luck. When she was alive, she was insane. She had murdered countless souls and had done things that I don't even want to speak about.
I'm going to look directly at Drom and say, while talking to Irvin, but looking at Drom, I think we are aware of sometimes being possessed by something that is not of our nature, that makes us hurt our friends.
All right. I don't know what drives
At
you.
least not anymore, as long as you don't touch anything, so...
Oh, I would not touch anything until you know for sure there.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. It's him. I point right over it.
And I'm gonna point right where that third eye was.
All right, children, stop. That's enough. All right, whenever you guys want to go, let me know. I wish you the best, but
So,
I will mourn your passing.
I do have one little request. You think I could get you to give me some of that drink you gave me a little bit earlier for the road?
You want to take it on the road?
Yeah. I mean, I do have a water skin.
I know, but shouldn't you use that for water?
Well, I mean...
Hey, look, it's your money.
1,
20
2, 3,
gold.
4, 5, 6.
For 20 gold, I'll fill it up as much as you want.
Yeah.
All right. Give it here. You can pick it up when you're ready to go. When I'm ready to... I'll teleport you guys near there, but...
Irvin, just
he looks dejected.
if you're able to.
He looks very dejected. It's like he tried to talk you guys out of doing something really, really dumb, and he just failed.
I mean, we do appreciate her, because
it's fine.
That, you know, we will take your warning into account when we get there. We'll watch her back.
I'll actually turn to the rest of the group, like Pretty and Ashira and Togar. You have heard the dangers that Irvin has said. We have stuck together through a lot, but this is maybe the greatest danger we're out to face. Is everyone going to be coming along? Otherwise, we will make sure everyone is safe before we go. I know I am going to stick with Hadlin, and of course, my own duty calls me to cleanse as much as possible that land.
I'd be more stoked if we had an area to resupply, but it sounds like that ain't an option.
I'm going to go where you go, but I think we should have a more full discussion with the High Priestess before we continue.
At this point, I'll fill Ashir on what Drom's mom said. It's okay. We do this. She expects to report back when we're done.
Like I said, I am going where you go. I just feel like we should give her a more complete description.
Well, I guess I could do that.
I'd rather you tell a high priestess of your new order a complete description than one of the Raven Queen. That's just me.
I was actually planning on going and visiting my aunt before we left, and I feel like I should be more filled in. I don't feel like I have a good grasp on what's going on, but I would be happy to talk to the High Priestess about it at the temple.
I'm going to look at Urban. You mentioned you have the ability to teleport us. Would it be too much to ask to have you maybe teleport us to a city where we can resupply to increase our chances of survival before teleporting us to Urlith?
I have the ability to send you one place and one place only. I cannot go where you want me to go. For reasons Reed could tell you later.
He's already taken a hell of a risk just going and offering to teleport us. I wouldn't ask him to teleport us more than once. Him offering to teleport us once is probably a bigger risk than most people would ever take.
Fair enough.
We do appreciate that. Thank you.
No, we just have to be a little bit more careful this time. You know,
Aye.
stick to our guns with our marching orders and what we do. So
Is
Alright.
there even any other cities that are on the way?
No.
Not really. So it would be like where if he did send us to another city and we wanted to go from there on our own,
We're
doesn't
gonna
really
teleport
seem-
again or something.
Yeah, we'd have to
I was
find
hoping you would
someone
double
else.
teleport, maybe come with. I don't know how his teleport works. So my thought was he comes with us in the first one and then sends us after the second.
yeah.
That's not how it
Shows us
works.
or
No,
something.
he's just sending.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works. So.
Yeah.
what do you think this is? Star Trek?
Star trekking across the universe.
Hmm.
Always going forward because we haven't found reverse. Star trekking.
Bless
Shall
you.
I have Snotty beam you up? He beamed me up twice last night. It was amazing.
Why didn't everybody tell me my ass was so big?
I will say that we could consider going somewhere else before, but I don't really know where else we could go to get.
I'll tell you
more
this,
experience
guys.
First,
I don't think you're going to be able to teleport somewhere and then teleport directly there. I'm one of the few people alive that can actually get there.
Let's just put it this way. Our friend here's going to end up taking 2 weeks off of our trip there. If we were to go back to, like, say, Zadash or a nearby town that had enough facilities for us to restock, well, actually, I'll pull out the map and look. Where's the closest large town to this place? Probably way far south.
Shady
huh?
Creek.
Honestly,
Run.
we'd be looking at probably a solid
Shady
month
Creek.
to
I
get
mean,
there.
Uthadurn's a
from anywhere
place,
else.
but you're not welcome there because you've never been there before. So you have no idea what would be the result of going to Uthadurn.
So, I mean, no one takes any unnecessary risks. And don't touch anything.
All right, as I said, give me your flask. I'm gonna go fill it up. When you guys are ready, do what you need to do. We can leave tomorrow. Sounds like you need to go talk to your aunt. I didn't know your aunt was here. Who's your aunt?
She's the high priestess of Corleone.
Oh, well. You see him smile wickedly at you. Indeed. That's spicy. He just like smiles. Me and her go way back. All right. Okay, I'll go fill this up. It'll be ready to go when you're ready. You guys, let me know when you're ready.
Actually, I'll follow him down to the bar.
Why are you
I
following me
do-
down to the bar?
I just want to say thank you for what you're doing.
Do you think
And,
I'm cute?
And
Don't let my husband know. He'll
this is an
He's
elf,
John
right?
is a married man.
full-blood
He's-
elf or a
full blood elf. He's like, my husband doesn't appreciate it.
He's a married
Yo.
man, Drum. Come on.
One nice thing for drama day. I'll come and chaperone.
I'm sure if I was an elf,
That's
I
his
probably
nice
would.
task. Chaperoning drop.
That's the other part of it. Togar.
Togar, you've come
passed
for
on
more
you.
man manners. Let's go work on your eating habits. Come on, you can come with me too. Come on, let's go fill this
Yeah,
up.
give me something to sip.
No, we're not going to work on sipping today. Today we're going to use how to use a fork and knife properly from left to right and in. And he takes you downstairs and just grabs you by the arm and starts leading you downstairs with Drom. And when you get down there, he pours you another very, very watered down dwarven spirits, which satisfies your craving. He fills it up. Like, this will be ready to go when you're ready. That's 20 gold. He just holds out his hand.
Yeah, I give him the 20 gold.
Thank you, because my dwarven boss would not like it. All right, so
I say
So-
thank you for what you're doing for us, and take care of those kids.
oh, trust me.
Those
Togar,
kids are amazing. So
Togar, by the way, the punishment was announced by the children. So you have to do something nice starting tomorrow for Drom every day for the next week. And I have a way of finding out if you didn't. And if you don't, then I will literally send Fenton after you. And he never misses his target. Do you have an understanding?
I thought I was doing something nice right now.
No, that doesn't. You have to actually do something nice for Drom. This is me helping you. There's a big difference.
All right, Drum.
Now-
you look lovely today.
That's not what I mean. You have to actually do an action. You can't compliment him. You have to actually do something nice for him. I'm just saying, look at Fenton. You don't want that man after you. You see Fenton go behind him and just crack his knuckles.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, so these are, and he starts going into like, these are solid forks, and he starts working his way down like, so, and then when you start with these are for the first courses of a meal, and then, no, put your napkin into your lap. What are you doing? Don't use your hand. Stop it. So that's the way the Drum, you watch this as you're drinking watered down dwarven spirits. All right.
Actually,
Shira,
Can I do one last thing though?
Okay, before we go to
with,
Shira.
with him. Any chance, by the way, you could do maybe like a little rough sketch on the back of this map of maybe what the, of the town that we're going to, of what you remember?
It's a long time ago. Let me see if you
I
can.
mean,
It is a long time ago. Let me see if you can remember. He cannot. Not with the two.
okay. Well, it was worth a try.
I mean,
but,
it's a
you know,
basic dwarven. You'll figure it out. It's not that big of a place. But, I mean, I'm just. I don't want to think about it. All right, back.
Before Ashira leaves, I want to ask her something.
Tagar, do not use that fork. What did I just tell you? Damn it!
No, that's the salad fork. You want the dinner fork.
See, Drom knows. See, why can't you be like him? Okay, we're gonna work on
No,
this.
no. That's
This is
the
for salad
oyster
fork.
fork. That's the oyster fork. That's the dinner
Oh,
fork.
Drom, you poor soul. Sit down too. He sets a place in front of you. You're gonna learn two manners. Let's go. Man or manners. That's the way it works. All right. No, Drom, you put your napkin in your lap too, please. No, don't eat the fork. Stop it.
Usually, when they hand me a fork, it has a cork on the top of it to keep me from poking myself.
That actually makes a lot of sense, Togar. I can actually see that being a problem you have. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've got to really sit down with you and really analyze your life. It's been a horrible. He kind of sits there and he looks.
Oh my
he kinda
goodness.
crosses his hands and puts his chin on his hands. And he looks at Togar. He's like, "Do you want to talk to me about it, Togar? What happened to you?"
Hold that pose. I'm gonna break out my book.
If you draw me, I'll burn your pad where it stands.
Place the book down. Take a sip and savor.
I see you're learning. You did the sip and savor. I'm very proud of you, Togar. Here, you can have some more brandy.
Well, this is all cigars I needed. Let's go adventure.
Not until I'm done with you.
No.
Now you sit there, young man, and let's talk about what's happened. Let's talk about who Togar is, and then that's the conversation you guys have. We can roleplay that some other time. All right. What did you want to ask Ashira?
Ashira, since your aunt is a high priestess, when you go talk to her, do you think she might be able to provide us some holy water when we go over there with all the undead and may be able to help?
I will ask.
That may be the best equipment we can get from here, so we may as well.
Okay. I will ask her for holy water.
And once she leaves, I want to ask Reed and I think just Reed and Hadlin and Critty are left, right? In the room?
I'm
Just
not
Togar.
leaving yet.
Oh, okay.
Not leaving yet. I wanted
okay.
to ask Catalin a question before I left.
Go for
I'll
it.
ask something else too while you're there. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ashira.
Okay. Adeline, how much information can I share with the priestess?
I mean, I would just tell her where we're going and what we're expected, and see if she can help us. Knows anything about it. Start with that. Seems good.
Could you say that again? Like, I'm very deaf.
I would.
Damn, I'm deafer than you, and I heard that. That's how that worked.
Maybe you only think you're deafer than me.
No, I have literally medically been proven to be really deaf. I'm the hearing aids for soon. But then again, I got this shit blasted in my ear, so okay, go say it again, please.
I would just explain to her where we're going and what we're gonna be up against, and see what her opinion is and how she might be able to help us, and start with that. That seems prudent.
Can I tell her about the book?
I would say if you feel so inclined and actually trust this person. If she is a relative of yours, then I trust you, yes. But
Okay.
keep in mind that I was trusted with that for a specific reason, and
I won't bring it up unless I feel it's absolutely necessary.
Okay.
Okay. And then
And then
I-
I had, before
Okay.
Shira leaves, I'll ask the question too, so everyone can chime in. We are heading to something that seems like it is maybe the most dangerous of places, and we do not have a place to restock. Maybe this is a good time to call on a favor of those thieves in order to get supplies that we need. I'm sure that they have stolen things, and we might be able to get it. I will say in most cases I am hesitant to call upon a favor of somebody that is a follower of Tiamat in general, but I would feel also more comfortable not having that. And this could help us. Do you think this is a good use, or should we wait?
Not a bad idea.
You think it's
I mean, we could
you think
ask.
it's a very bad idea. It's Tiamat.
I know it's Tiamat, but that's why I'm only asking for resources and not for any other help.
Sure, she is described as vainglorious. Do you think that's going to happen?
Well, we just saved that person's life. I'm not asking for Tiamat's help. We're just asking for the
Yeah,
lady we
the thing
saved.
that you kind of get a sense, Reed, that her favor was, do you need anybody bumped off or killed or kidnapped?
Oh, I know that was the favor that they were asking. That's why I'm saying we just get resources. I don't want that kind of favor.
Raylan wants to know, can you rob a few people some supplies for us and maybe bring them to
I don't
us?
know how she
You
did
know,
it.
no. Look, here's what we want. Can you bring your whole gang of thieves to this abandoned dwarven city and kill the shit out of all the zombies and stuff?
That would work.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't think that's quite the way that this will work.
That's how this works. That's how any of this works. I
Yeah.
unfriend you.
But well, in
It's
theory,
all
it's not a bad
Tiamat.
idea, Balin. It's probably out of their league.
Not to help us, but I'm just wondering if we can get the healing kits that you were looking for or anything else.
I think I can at least gather up the supplies to replenish my healer's kit. There's the very outside chance that having a giant work with us, he may be able to make friends.
Maybe the orcs hate the undead as much as us. Enemy of it. Enemy of an
My
enemy.
enemy is a friend, but I'm just hoping that maybe a Drow might be able to even just say hi and, I'm your cousin, don't kill us. Maybe something along those lines.
Yeah, we're gonna
There
have to
is
go through. We're gonna have to go through the orcs just so you guys are ready.
I'm really good at making friends. I can teach Drum.
You haven't dealt with many orcs, have you?
Well, I've been friends with Drum for a while.
Drum is not your typical orc.
Oh, Gritty. Oh, God.
I know.
Guys,
He's gonna try to make
beware,
friends with like
death
everything
awaits.
we come across.
Yeah, Hadelin just looks more frightened every time Critty speaks. Like, oh god,
I mean-
he sees the future of her getting mauled by all these horrible
Yeah.
creatures that she's trying to make friends with, and he just
As much as I would
petrified.
love to see the
I've made
scenario,
friends with giant frogs. I've made friends with yetis. You would be surprised.
I
Yeah,
am really
and there-
happy that octopus did not wake up.
Yeah, and there's also a very famous saying for, beware, for death awaits you all with nasty big pointy teeth.
You just see Critty and Asmodeus. Hi, Asmodeus. I know you're the leader of Nine Hell, but I have a lot. What? Why are you here? Why is my power not working on you? You should be peeing yourself.
Oh, come on, Critty is that one person that walked right into Mordor.
Hi, Sauron. Do you want to be my friend?
Hi, Buck.
Can you help me destroy this one?
This is why I am jealous of Pretty, because she is that one person.
No, she's just gonna polymorph into Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, she is.
Oh
That's even
god,
better.
that's even horrifying.
Pretty's superpower is to be friends with everyone. It is impressive how much you've actually become friends with Pretty.
Yeah.
It really is, actually. Okay.
So,
All right.
I mean, I think we do, just scrounge around and see what we can find, but I don't
All right.
think we're going to get much here.
No. Okay. Sure. Are you going to visit the temple?
She'll be back in a moment. She's busy.
Right.
well,
So back to the scene downstairs where we see that so
great.
far, Drom and Togar, you have both learned how to use proper dinnerware. You no longer want to use your hands when you eat. Yes, you're cutting your food and learning how to, chew and actually enjoy the savor. He's teaching you about flavor. He's got a bunch of different alcoholic beverages and he's like, so when you're eating fish, you want a very nice white wine with it. So take a sip of the wine and then take a bite of the fish and tell me what you think.
Well, now Drum and I are happy.
Yeah, actually, you guys are enjoying yourselves. He's actually teaching you quite a lot about dinner manners and stuff.
Sip. Savor. Fish.
There you go.
I can see it right now. Dragonborn orc. Sitting at table, all like cutting the fish.
You see the dwarven owner, the co-owner comes over. Is like, what are you teaching them daft bastards about that? And you see Irving goes, they are man and will learn manners. I will make sure of it. You're a daft one, ye. I don't understand.
I just want to
You're
show
always
the Scottish
doing
one.
this.
Please help me.
He's like, listen, I do me, you do you. Go drink and do your thing. All right. There's customers, Mr. Part Owner. All right. I got the clue. Tell Cook we need some more beef jerky being heated up for later on. All right. I got this. Shoos him away. Now that we discovered that white wine goes with fish, let's talk about red meat. So here, I brought some a small little bit of lamb for each of you. Now this is a red meat because it's when it's cooked, it starts red, not like the fish, but we want a nice red wine. So let's take a sip and savor the red wine, and then let's use our forks correctly. All right, so that happens. So that's what you guys are going through right now.
Drum is dying a little bit on the inside.
Actually, it's kind of cool. You're learning.
No, he looks fine. He's learning and stuff, but it's like,
Hey, you think you're going to impress your mother?
oh, where have I
I'm
gone
getting
wrong
free
in my
food and
life?
booze.
I know, you're not paying for this either. All right, sure. Did you want to go to the temple?
I would like to go to the temple.
All right, you go to the temple. All right, you go to the temple of Coralon. When you walk in, you feel a calmness, a peace, safety. You feel oneness when you walk in here. Like nothing could get you in here. Like you feel like super protected while you're in there. And you see your aunt sitting and she's sewing. She looks up, with that look, that very ancient but young, beautiful look. And she looks up. Oh, my dear. Oh, I'm so happy. How can I help you?
Hi, Auntie. I was told by a captain that I should ask you questions about my father.
Oh, you met her, did you?
I did. I did.
Yes.
Interesting lady.
Yes, she is. And your father was such an adventurer. One of the things I admired about him, why your mother loved him, it was his nature to explore the world, to face new things, and to make right what was not right, to wrong the wrongs, and to bring people happiness. And this, whether it be singing or in battle, it's what he did.
She said something about my name.
Your what?
My name. That my name was different than what I know my name to be.
What did she exactly say?
She said that Garaliosa was my original name,
That is correct.
and that I wasn't born in Pale Blank.
No.
Where was I born?
You were born in... Your mother and father originally, when you were conceived, were great adventurers. And they created a homestead and got away from society and, for a little while. And the great Salverwood created a little home. But where you were born, they moved to Pillbank much later. Was never really sure why, but they did. Maybe your mother missed me. I don't know. I've been here before she was here. But she came, and the idea of adventure... It's just the way things happened. But you were born in the Savalirwood somewhere. Somewhere there's a very nice cottage that was homely where you were born.
Do you know what clan in the mountains my father belonged to?
Something from Uthadern.
Say that again?
Somewhere from the clans that have now gone to Uthadern. Or a part of Uthadern. I didn't really ask. I didn't really press him on that, my dear. But he did say something along those lines. I don't know for sure.
Okay. All right.
But your name has great meaning. They named you the powerful name, just like all parents do, thinking that that would be the way to do it. But, I blessed you with that name, so I made sure of it. But that's a name you should not speak openly about. That's your true name. It should never be told to anybody. Ashira.
Is that the thing that elves do?
Yes. But it's also just a good precaution, my dear, because if someone knows your true name, they can use it against you. So stick with the
Do other creatures have true names?
Possibly, I don't know. Some do, yes. Dwarfs do. Humans just stick with what their names are, but they tend to go by, code names. They like humans. Orcs are pretty simple.
Okay.
Goblins, if they're named Poop, they're named Poop.
That's quite the name.
That's
quite the name.
It's a long story. So, besides that, it looks like there's something else you want to ask me?
Yes. Some of the members of my party, are they want to go to Euralis. Do you know of Euralis?
You just see her mouth kind of just open aghast. My child. What possesses you all to go there?
Well,
She kind of looks around for a second,
dwarf in our party feels.
You see her look around for a second. Oh, it's like, oh, good. The others have left. I can use my normal voice. You did notice there was a couple of other acolytes there, so she was using her elvish kind of thing, but she's got your clan kind of accent now. She's like, oh, thank God, I can actually speak in my voice that I've always wanted to. All right, speak, my child. What is it you wish to say? You said Euralis?
Euralis. the party wants to go to Euralis. I was wondering what your opinion of that was.
Don't go. Say F them and don't go.
Why? Why? Why not?
A long time ago, a friend of mine, who you probably met, I don't know. He's part owner of the inn you stay at. He and myself and a few others had to go to Euralis, once a dwarven settlement, to stop a priestess that had gone crazy. And by crazy, I mean mad. Like murderous rage mad. She broke and fell to darkness. And we had to stop her. It was all I could do to live through that experience. I would not wish that on you.
So this high priestess is very powerful?
Well, she's dead, but there are rumors of great undead that live there now. That her essence still remained somehow. I've heard the rumors that the orcs there do not approach it for fear of what could happen near the temple. And that's saying something for the followers of Grunch, because they are not a very cowardly people, but they are not stupid either. I must have you all over more often. I like speaking in this accent, our native tongue, more than that high elvish tone that I use when I'm speaking in front of other people. It's so boring. But this is much better. I like it.
Well, it's nice knowing that at least somebody survived the raid.
Yes.
Someone from the family, that I still have family.
Well, during that raid, I was on another mission. I do get called to other things as the High Priestess of Corlon. As you are well aware, you will be called to as well. We are always striving to fight great evil.
Well, it looks like we might have to go fight great evil at
Please,
Euralis.
can I please try to talk you out of going there?
My party seems very set on going, and they have been very supportive and have come on many dangerous adventures with me. I do not feel okay.
Alright, I must ask, are they going after the treasure that they heard the rumors of the great treasure that is there at Uralas?
No, we are not
Really?
going after. Yes.
She looks
there's-
shocked. She's like, what in the name of the nine hells are you going there? I'm quite confused. Why are you going there?
I believe that the dwarf is receiving messages.
From
And-
who?
I am not certain.
Alright, there is something here I'm not understanding. Why does the dwarf want to go there if... Okay, it's not... You guys are not going there for rich and fame. You're not going there on a religious quest. I'm understanding this, yes?
I think so. I believe so.
You see her kind of just... Her eyes glow golden for a second, and she puts up her finger. You see her kind of in prayer. She sighs. It's Moradin, isn't it?
I think so.
Of course. You know the great relationship between Moradin and Corlon. They are our great allies and friends. So it makes sense that you would be called on this quest. Are you determined to go, my niece?
I will not leave them to go on their own.
Very well. Then I will go with you. because I must make sure that you survive. I don't care what happens to your party other than you, but I will go. Because what you face there is a evil you have never faced before, my child. You must prepare yourself for the horrors you will see.
That terrible, Auntie.
That terrible.
Well, I'm grateful to have you come with us. I will let them know. Someone.
No. I will give me a moment. You see her snap her fingers. You see one of the attendants come out. Yes, mistress. Bring my compatriot here some herbal tea and please. Right away, right away. And he just goes running off. Stay here. And then she goes off, and she's always in those very slender silk, kind of garments, very artistic, Art Nouveau kind of style, leaf pattern, stuff like that. About 5-10 minutes pass, you get some tea, and then about another 5-10 minutes pass, and then you see her coming out with a sword strapped to her back and in this kind of armor that looks like yours. Hair pulled up. Pack on her back. Well, all right. Shall we go?
I think they were planning on leaving in the morning. Do you want to come stay at the inn with us?
I might as well meet your friends some more, get to know them. If I know Irvin, he's up to his nonsense. He visits me weekly. The man knows how to gossip. I know that much.
He does, doesn't he?
Yes, with that Fenton. Oh my goodness, that man. It broke my heart to find that he left other men. Oh, I tried. Oh, did I try. All right, let's go, my child. And then you see her whisper something to one of the higher ups, and then she's like, all right, we're off.
Okay. We head back to the inn.
Now, when we get to the end, I will use my high elf voice, just so you know, because that's how they know me here. But in private, we will always speak like this. Fair enough?
That sounds like a nice family secret.
I enjoy them so much. All right, you guys. While you are Togar and Drom, you guys you've been eating so much food. You're very happy. You've been drinking. You're very happy. You have both learned the proper etiquette and manners of how to eat properly. Sip and savor. You both are you're masters of the sip and savor format of eating. It's a lively crowd. People are eating, having a good time. You guys happen to see Ashira and a woman that looks familiar. You're not quite sure. She looks familiar, but you don't recognize her first, and then you recognize as the priestess in full military armor, and a big sword on her back with a pack coming in, and you hear Fenton goes, "Oh, well, Lady Ashira."
Hello, Fenton. I brought my aunt. I think she wants to come with us.
Oh, yes, you did. Really? She's like, yes, really. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. You see him look kind of sad for a moment. Well, all right. I try to warn them. I understand. There is a higher calling. You understand this, yes? Yes, I do. Don't give me that potty face. I will. You know better. Fine. I'm just worried about them. They're so young. I understand. We must help them. And then she realizes she's been using that voice, and then she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had a slight. Oh, I apologize." And you see Fenton just kind of like he laughs because he tricked her. It's like, gotcha. She just gives him the stink eye. You're such a bore. All right. It's like, I will stay with you tonight, niece, if that's all right.
Of course.
Okay. What's the plan now, Ashira? You want to go tell the party, or Drom, you and Togar see this, but What do you guys do or say, or what are you doing, Ashira?
So I will introduce her to Drum and Togar, and then I will
Go ahead. Introduce. Go ahead and introduce them.
Togar,
They've seen her before.
Drum, you remember my auntie?
I think I do. She does look a little familiar.
Well, I would hope so.
And
She's
Drum lets out a little burp and goes, but then again, I have been drinking quite a bit, so excuse me.
She puts her hand on your shoulder, and you feel magical power go through you, and you are completely sober. And she just pats you on the head. Don't overdo it. We need you nice and rested for the morning.
Auntie, I'm
Sip my wine and say, "My, that is an amazing suit of armor, I must say." Sip,
Well, thank you.
savor, sip, savor.
Do you have problems speaking, my son?
I'm kind of been punished. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Men have manners. Sip,
Oh, I see you've
savor.
been... you've been schooled, I see. Irvin, you've done quite well. Well, I try. He's a slow learner, but he's getting there. It's like, well. Indeed.
And while this is all going on, I say, stay right here, Auntie. I'm gonna run upstairs and tell the rest of my party. I'll be right back.
I would love to hang out with these handsome young men and see what they have to show me. So, Tagar, she kind of whispers in your ear, show me what you can do.
Which one do you want first? The
Well,
sip or
show
the
me
savor?
what you've learned.
Wow.
Savor.
That's not quite what I meant. Down,
Sip.
boy.
Savor.
She just gives Irvin a look like you.
I think we
You
just found
cad.
the most clipped section of the show.
All right, Sherry, you run up. You see that the group is still poring over maps and stuff like that.
So I went to speak with my
Sure,
aunt.
bust into the room, and she saw the Sierra.
So I went to speak with my aunt, and she's downstairs. She wants to come with us.
That's cool. Good job.
Yeah,
I-
more the merrier on this one.
I had only asked for holy water, not an entire person, but that works out well.
Yeah,
Well,
but
she
she might
can
be able to
make
make the
holy-
holy water all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. This works out better.
So she's what, like a clerica, Corlin, or
I'm not 100% certain, but I
Make
haven't told her.
make an intelligence check with advantage
I make
because you've been
intel-
talking to her enough times that you might figure this
Okay.
out.
Intelligence. Where? There it is. Okay.
Yeah, you're able to ascertain not only is she a high priestess of Coralon, she's also some kind of arcane sword master for Coralon as well. You don't know what it is, but you know that that's the sense you get from her from when you saw her sword and stuff. She's not a paladin, but she's definitely some kind of combination of warrior priestess with the arcane tied into it. But the arcane that you kind of get a sense of is not true magic like with the normal weave. This is high elf magic. This is high elven, like, you know, well beyond the norms of magic that can be cast.
Okay, I convey that to the party.
awesome. That's definitely a lot more powerful than I thought.
But I have not fully disclosed about the book. I did mention some messages, and she believes they are from Moradin, but I think we should have a full disclosure, and I just wanted you guys to have that discussion with her.
Out of curiosity, Is it Murden that drew her to follow us, or why is she coming along?
She says, because she thinks it is Moradin who's sending the messages. She has come as his ally.
No,
Because
that's not what she told you.
that Corlan, to protect me.
Yes.
She's coming to protect me.
Fair enough.
That's nice. I wish I had family.
So
Are we not family?
Well, we're all friends and family and that.
Did she mention the thing about that's why I sent her to? That's why I was hoping you talk to her. That Morden and Coralon are fast allies. So that seems like maybe it's one of the smaller reasons she came, and you're the real reason. But yeah, that seems to be. Yeah, I do think in a way that the book is Morden in a way speaking to me. So I don't think that what you said was at all incorrect.
Can I bring her up here and have you explain to her exactly what is going on?
So, Ranger, out of character, am I like, what's the rules with the Cobalt Soul and me with this book? Because this is like a class thing that I'm supposed to protect this and keep it secret from people.
Yeah, but it's your decision. You have to make that determination yourself. I'm not gonna guide you on this. You have to feel what is comfortable with you, what you think is appropriate, and who can know, who you trust that would be able to, with this. That's your decision. I'll go with you whichever way you want to go with it.
Sure, it took me quite a long time to even show the book to Critty and all of you, and I have trusted all of you more than any I ever have. Maybe after getting to know your aunt more, I would consider showing her the book and speaking more directly on it. I'm sure there is things that she knows of and secrets she holds close to her that she would not want to share with me.
Okay, that is why I asked. So, but I'll go downstairs and bring her up and introduce her, unless you want to come downstairs and watch Togar and Drum eat and sip and savor.
That sounds
Oh,
fun.
absolutely.
Let's go do that.
All right, so everybody goes downstairs, and you see that the aunt, as you guys get down there, she's put down her pack, and she's just kind of sitting there standing over as you see that another course is being presented of soup, and you see Irvin's giving them a lesson on how to properly eat soup with a nice cocktail in front of them.
I will sit down at an adjoining table and promptly order a dozen Cornish hens.
Now, Mr. Reed, we only eat Cornish hens one at a time. Do you need... You know what? I need to teach you some stuff here. Okay, so...
I'm a growing boy. I know how to... I took the same courses at the Academy on etiquette as
well,
you did.
then why did you order 12? I'm just aghast that you would order 12 at a time. I know your race, and I understand, but come on.
They're not very big. They're not
Mr.
fast to
Reed,
eat.
You should come and join us for this delicious meal.
Believe
Come,
me, I will
sit with
savor
me
every
and
bit of it.
Mr. Dromsel and savor.
I savor it
Savor
all.
with us, Reed.
Look, I savor all 9 meals a day.
I said
They're very
save
important.
us, Reed.
You see her aunt's got her mouth covered with her hand, trying not to crack up.
I'll give her a wink. I'll go over and I'll sit right next to Togar.
Irvin's like, all right, here's your one hen. I want to show me how you eat it properly.
I'll pick up the correct dinner fork and the proper knife.
Now,
I'll
you see
very
that
gently
drama
fillet it.
Togar? He knew exactly which fork and knife to use. See how he cuts? See, this is what you're missing out of. See, you need to keep practicing every day so that you get a chance to do this properly. It's very important.
Hey, he's a much kinder teacher than the one that we would have had.
Oh, I'm sure. The
I
Empire.
mean, you remember the beatings that used to go and come if you used the bloody salad fork or anything? Oh. You ever make the mistake, the stupid little bowl there, the finger bowl? Oh, man, I was drinking out of that one day.
I should have just wiped out the entire leadership, but I didn't. My mistake. He just walks away.
I'm gonna go to Critty while this is all going on.
Okay.
Critty, I don't know if you are interested in this dinner etiquette thing, I am not.
My manners are impeccable.
I have noticed you are very friendly. We are also heading into what appears to be another dwarven city. Would you be able to maybe give me another training session on learning to read dwarven?
I would love to give you another session.
So I will, while sipping and savoring and spoon stuff is going on, I'm going to try and learn how to read dwarven some more with Critty.
Hearing them speaking a little bit of dwarven, I'll look over at the dwarven bartender and say, "Can
He's
I get 11 more Cornish hens?" in
Are you
dwarven?"
daft? I'm not fighting that man tonight. I'm too busy. He's just running around. This is a full place. It's fully packed tonight. I understand you got a pain. I'm not dealing with fancy pants there. You deal with them.
All right, fine.
Irving in the back and goes, I heard that. We'll talk later.
All right.
All right. You guys are all around this table. It's been set up, and some snacks and stuff are brought out. And you guys want to order some food, you can. But you see Ashira's aunt in all her glory sitting there.
Everyone, meet my auntie. Auntie, this is Kriti and Malun, and this is Hadelin, and this is Bree.
She nods to each of you.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Oh,
Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine. I hear you've made an insane request of my niece to go to Urlis. Is that correct?
That is what friends do for each other.
She kind of squints. No, they don't go there. That's what they do. But you seem determined to go there anyway. And she looks at you, Hadlin. And you see her eyes kind of glow a second golden. Oh, that's why.
Can I figure out what she just did?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Oh my god, I got a stupid little tab thing that just popped up.
Those stupid little tab things.
I hate the little menus that are at the top of the screen. They always block everything.
That's what happened to me earlier.
D&D Beyond.
Can I make an Arcana check as well?
Sure. No idea. No idea.
Can I make one?
No. We're not going around the... Everybody make an Arcana check and see what happens.
It's a combined
we're all making
38.
an Arcana check? Awesome.
Granny did it anyway.
I did before you said don't.
Okay, it's fine. All right, that's enough out of you young people.
I feel so left out now.
None of you figured
Just
it
hit
out.
it anyways. It doesn't count for anything. You just hit it.
I'll
That is
blow
my
the net
best
20.
skill. That's what's sad.
Ooh, hold on.
What do you mean, hold on?
Oh, damn it.
If you roll a Arcana check, I swear you're going to be doing manners all night.
No, they move on the
Yeah,
manscaping
you're definitely
next.
doing...
No, I was seeing if I could
stealthing. He was
sneak
trying to
away
stealth.
from the
He was trying
the
to stealth his
table.
Arcana, and he failed.
No,
It was while everybody was sidetracked. I was gonna try
to
to
get away?
stealth away
Yeah.
from the table.
no, that didn't
Yep,
work.
ching, 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 ching.
Nope. didn't
Exactly.
work. You failed.
Big green mountain's gonna just slink away from the table.
No.
I was,
Oh
I
no!
was
If
hoping
I
for a
pretend
natural
I'm a
20.
tree inside this bar, I can get away. Oh, it's not working. Oh, he's looking at me.
If I stand completely still, I become invisible.
All right,
And
and
nobody
she
steps
looks at you, Hadlin, like, tell
What?
me about the book.
Well,
We're in public. Public.
Uh-oh.
Generally, if you must.
Can we maybe have this conversation in private rather than out here in the bar?
She snaps her fingers, and she's like, okay, we're good. Go ahead.
well, it was given to me a long time ago from the Cobalt Soul.
Makes
I did.
sense.
It did not open till recently.
Let me guess, you got a message.
That is correct.
Ancient divine magic. It's what Moradin does. He does love testing his people. Now, why he chose you, I have no idea. It's not my business. And that's why you must go to Eurylis.
Yes.
Good enough for me. Snaps her fingers again and like, okay. I'm good.
Thank you. Can I have some dwarven spirits, please?
You hear Irvin. Oh, of course.
Me too.
Thank you,
All
Irvin.
right. You get lots of dwarven spirits. Make a Constitution save there, Balin. Really, dwarven spirits, niece? Do you drink this?
Every once in a while, I will indulge the rest of the party, but generally, no.
You see her like, I'll have some, Irvin. You always drink up my stash. All right, just one. She's like, oh, come on. She's like tapping their cup. You see her just down it like it's nothing. Oh, the stuff from Uthadern is just the best. It's got that nice. Why is your friend over there past the? Oh no.
That is why.
Well, that's not going to work. Hold on.
What had Balin ordered for dinner?
Had not. I was learning Dwarvish, and then once we were done, I had a Dwarven spirit.
Yeah, you don't
Damn
remember anything you learned tonight, Balin. You see her walk over to Balin, and she touches him on
I was trying to fully embrace the Dwarven culture.
Yeah. And all you remember is darkness. Critty, you were in like, so when you look at this, you see the.
Such a good job teaching too.
I know.
He did.
He completely blew it. But you do see her go over and touch him on the shoulder, and then he just stands straight up. And she whispers in the ear, "Do not drink any more dwarven spirits tonight, or I will curse you to your afterlife." And then she smiles at you. And then she walks back over.
Am I with it enough to know that it was her and not just some random
Yes.
voice
Oh,
in my
yes.
head?
She
Okay.
just used a high-level spell to cure you of your
Oh, I know. I just want to make sure I don't get up
Oh,
and think it's like a voice in my
you
head.
know who it was. It was her.
Okay. Okay.
You guys see her whisper something in Balin's ear. He just stands up straight. After she kind of uses some magic and he stands up straight. And then she whispers something in his ear and he just looks straight ahead. And she just sits back down next to Yashira.
That's quite some magic, Auntie.
I don't like using it, but I don't want us to have hangovers or things holding us back tomorrow for where we're going. We will need our wits about us, so anybody who can't handle dwarven spirits, please don't partake. Brandy, any other liquors is fine. Let's try to be somewhat sober for tomorrow's journey.
That sounds reasonable, Auntie.
Now, I assume we are going there by Irvin.
Yes, he offered.
I figured. All right. Well, enjoy your meals because, well, enjoy your meals.
That is not ominous at all.
Oh, well, you've been warned about where we're going. She looks at you dead serious. You've been warned.
Mm-hmm.
So enjoy your meal. And then she gets up, because you guys all slight little nod of her head. I shall go to our room, niece, and get some rest.
Auntie, let's go take a nap.
Oh no, I'm going to bed. It's late at night, and I want to get some rest for tomorrow.
That's what I call bed. Sorry.
Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, well, of course. And she pats you and Drom and Togar on the way. Keep up the good work, gentlemen.
Save her.
Jesus Christ.
I will sit there with my empty plate with the skeleton of a Cornish hen.
No, a couple more.
Hungrily looking.
A couple have been brought to you at a time. One at a time.
Okay, I will sit there in front of the 8 corpses
So,
of Cornish
yeah, I was
hens
gonna say.
that have been completely defleshed.
And then you get 4 more, and he's like, "Okay, I get it. You're hungry. Here you go.
Thank you.
I added some potatoes with mushrooms. They're delicious. Try them."
Ooh. But the garlic really does well with it.
Yes, I know. I had cook made it special. All right. Well, guys, eat up, drink up, because tomorrow we leave.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a little bit homesick. You don't by chance have anything spicy on your menu, do you?
What do you mean?
You know, spicy, fiery on the tongue. You know?
No.
Well, that's disappointing.
And by no, I mean I'm not giving that to you because we're leaving tomorrow on a very dangerous mission. He's just staring at you like
The great voice is actually trying to not give us the diarrhea.
yes, I don't want you having the diarrhea till Easter's when we're doing this. All right, anything you guys want to say or do before we start wrapping up? Because this is we're going to end the campaign tonight.
Give me one second. I need to check my character sheet for something really quick.
I'll near the end of the night, I'll go over and I'll make a point to find Irving and Fenton.
Irvin's a little busy with the kids and stuff, but Fenton's there.
But like I said, I'll wait until the both of them are free.
Okay, so we'll say it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and you see Fenton's outside. They're both smoking a pipe and they're just kind of talking and stuff. They've got the kids to bed and stuff. And you go out there and catch them. A nice cool breeze is blowing. It's not too cold, but it's enough. But it's nice to go out and smoke a pipe and, kind of enjoy the clear night sky because there's no clouds. The moon's full in its full zenith.
Walk out and light up my pipe with them.
Well, if it isn't our little friend. Yes, indeed.
I very much appreciate that you're going to get us as close as you can tomorrow, Irvin.
You see, Fenton, it's a bad move.
I know it's very dangerous for the two of you.
I don't think you understand the dangers there. But then again, you have to do what you have to do, right?
My friend is bound and determined to go. I go.
I understand that. Right, Irvin? Yes, I got it.
I want the two of you to know no one in the organization will ever learn of your existence from me.
I hope not. Because it would be total war if it was.
I'll look down at my hand at the now fairly healed wound. I'll pull out a little penknife. I'll reopen the wound. I'll look at the two of them holding out my hand and say, "This is my oath. Nobody will learn of it."
You don't have to do that. We trusted you implicit. Anybody we know. Keeley has always been in touch with us.
I didn't know the twins had contacted you.
They're as old as this one. You see Irvin like, "Oh, how dare you!" He looks like he's mockingly upset. Elves. I'm only half elf, so.
Neither of you look a day over 100.
See, I told you had good taste. Fenton just gives him a strange look, like, shut up. You can tell they're married.
Mm.
Look, I can't stop you from going there, but I can tell you, he tosses you the dagger. I figured you weren't going to need this again. Brother, you were going to need this in more ways than one.
I appreciate it.
Keep an open line with us.
I will.
If you're in that much danger, we'll do what we can to come get you, but it may be too late by that point.
I understand.
He's like, "Oh, by the way," he gives you some pipe weed. He's like, "Try this. This is really nice stuff. I got this from the way down off it's across the continent. It's not cheap, but
I'll light it off.
Little taste of my home. It's more of a cherry flavored kind of a tobacco weed. It's got a nice earthly smell to it, but it's got that cherry flavor in your mouth. Yeah, yeah, you're just like, oh, okay, this is different.
Very nice blend.
Well, friends, I wish you well.
Thank you. I'll see you both in the morning, I'm assuming.
Oh, you'll see him. I'm going to be busy with the kids.
Keep an eye on them.
And
The good kids.
And remember, every day
And I'll hold up the little rock.
it's your responsibility to make sure that he does do a good deed for Drom every day.
Every day. For a week, right?
For a week. The kids pass judgment. I thought they were being too nice.
I think it's a hysterical punishment.
Well, I mean, at first I was going to stop him, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to have some fun with this. Now, the kids were just a bonus.
That's good to see you have a little bit of a mischievous streak to you as well.
As long as I've been around, you got to have a little fun sometimes.
I agree.
Just be safe. Come back.
I'll let you know as soon as we're done there.
All right, you guys finish up your pipes, and that's the end of that conversation. All right, anybody else?
Yeah. I'm going to, before I go to sleep, since I have some of the supplies still saved up and haven't had a chance, I'm going to try to make a potion.
Go for it.
Before I go to sleep. So it's D20 plus 2. I need at least an 8. Come on. Yes.
It's only an 8. Oh, you're just making the basic potions, right?
I'm doing the basic potion. So there's an 8, a 10, and a 13. So since I got a 17, that's a masterwork potion. So a 2d4 plus 2 potion. And that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fine. Your supplies, you can make maybe 1 potion, maybe 2.
I have 1 more left.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been keeping track of how much I have. So I've been up for 1 more potion. But I don't have time tonight. So.
All right, everybody. Anybody else? 3, 2, 1.
I'll just attune to the dagger overnight.
That's not a problem. All right. With that, we will say we are done for the night. And ding, ding, ding. Level 8 for our entire party. Yay.
Whoops. Well, looks like I'm going to be up until 1 a.m. working on it.
Not me. Good luck.
You know what you need, Graham, is a spreadsheet that lays out.
Oh, my God.
You know you don't put spreadsheets
Oh,
on
my
paper,
God.
Right?
Here's the thing.
See,
the best part is that's
a
a traveling binder.
Just
this is my traveling binder.
Just ridiculous.
That's the filing cabinet in his apartment.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah, see, unlike though this one person whose name starts with an F and ends with inity, I don't have OCD.
Hey, fuck you.
Hey, OCD rhymes with finity. Okay.
You done with OCD?
Yeah, you know me. All right. So our characters have now leveled to level 8. So congratulations to everybody. Really good job tonight, everybody. So with that, we are going to call this one done. So thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully we can get some Star Wars D&D in tomorrow. I know it's Labor Day weekend and people are busy and stuff, so we'll see. We'll cross our fingers. But it'll be tomorrow night, not our normal start time at 5. So because I think
tune in next week to see if we all die.
About what time tomorrow? If we do it?
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up. So on behalf of myself and everybody here, have a great rest of your night. Thank you for joining us for some Dungeons and Dragons. Be safe, and we will see you soon. Peace out.
Good night.
Bye.